Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Uh-oh, they in trouble now. They in trouble big time because foundational Black Americans are in the building. Certified Black Society is in the building, and all the bootlickers, all the coons, all the banjos, all the tap dancers, they better beware. We told them that the time was running out. We told them that all the tools that was going to get broken was going to get stepped on, and that's exactly what we doing right here today. But before we regulate and before we G-check, before we gatekeep, and before we push them out, it's time to let everybody know where you at, where you from. Certified salute, roll call, FBA style. I got to see every city. I got to see every state. I want to know, is the South in the house? I want to know, is the East Coast in the house? I want to know, is the Midwest in the house? I need all 50 states, East, West, North, South in the building so we can go ahead and let them know that it's foundational Black Americans all the time and we win by knockout. So if we happen to see, family, on this day, any type of mammies, any type of bootlickers, any type of I wish I was with zaddies, they getting G-checked. Yes, indeed. If we happen to see anybody who is LaMoist, all right, a lot of LaMoisture, they getting G-checked. We need to let them know right now, you're not going to throw anybody under the bus when you already got nasty work on you. And if we see somebody right now with a Fleetman forehead that go down the street, up the block, and around the corner, we going to regulate on them as well. Because we see and we hear everything. We watch what they talking about. And foundational Black Americans are always on deck when the time is right. And the time is right goddamn now. Certified salute, family. Let's go to work and let's run them out the paint. Busters, beware. It's our time. What it is, family. How y'all doing, man? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great night. I'm glad I got the family back right here with the Black Alpha Network. This is my favorite time. This is the best generation. This is our ancestral presence living through us. This is our spirit. This is everything that goes on. I see you, Detroit. What up, though? I see you, Pittsburgh. What's going on? Miami in the building. Damn, I done seen like every state already. This is what I'm talking about. This is how we are, family. They witnessing greatness. They witnessing greatness right now, family, and it's all of us, and we're the ones representing. So they better beware and they better be cautious because nothing is going down and we ain't going to allow that's out of bounds, out of pocket. We're going to make sure they see it. So with that said, I hope everybody's having a good time. I see a lot of similar people in the building. I see a whole lot. DMV, yes, indeed. St. Louis, yes, indeed. Oh, I see you, Hurricane. You got your chairs ready. I got mine too. Yes, indeed. Yeah, DC, certified salute. Gonna see y'all all in June. Reparations rally. Y'all make sure y'all donate. Make sure, family. I want to see everybody there. This is our time to shine, and we're going to shine above everybody else. You know what we've been doing. Y'all know what we do. We go down the list. We find out who is on time. We find out who's out of pocket, and we just move them out the way. There used to be this thing in the community where people would be out of pocket for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, and they would just linger. Ain't nobody lingering no more. No. We finding out anybody who's off code. We done G-check all the hairlines. We done G-check all the foreheads. The mammies running around here, the zaddy washer, trying to get up with daddy and zaddy and mammy, all that. We done seen them all. And guess what we done did? We done got them out the paint. The only way we're going to get reparations, I see you, Bronx, all day long. The home of real foundational Black American hip-hop. Harlem, I see you too. Yes, indeed. We've been G-checking everybody. And we've been handling the system of supremacy. What do you got to do? You got to always focus on the system of supremacy. And then you got to get rid and annihilate the system of supremacy. And that's how you usher in certified foundational Black American empowerment. And you got a lot of people out here who are always doing a bunch of tap dance, always running around, always trying to serve the dominant society. We ain't going for none of that, family. What we're doing is we're representing. And what we're doing, y'all, we're making sure everything that happens and everything that occurs is written in foundational Black American handwriting. Our fingerprints are everywhere. And since our fingerprints are everywhere, it's only right that we represent to the fullest. So like I said, all of this right there, okay? Sage Swirler, she been running around here saying some things about Black Americans. We ain't going for it. That won't be lingering for 50, 60 years. Trust me when I tell you. Lamoise, hell to the no. We done already G-checked him, and we're going to continue to do it. And Stephen A. Smith, trust and believe, foundational Black Americans are going to go ahead and get him on out the paint as well. That's just what we do. That's just how we do it, and we're going to represent that to the fullest. When you start talking about the O.J. Simpson case, we're going to get straight to it, family. Let's just go there. What you got to understand, family, is that you have a lot of people who use these folks as proxies against our community, all right? That's what they always do. They'll use somebody like O.J. Simpson against us. They'll go way back in time because you know what the dominant society hates more than anything? They hate to take an L. And it don't matter if you are off code and you give them an L, you on code. It don't matter if it was O.J. Simpson. It don't matter if it's J.O. It don't matter who. When the dominant society takes an L, they cannot deal with it. They cannot deal with it. They cannot handle it. So what they've been doing, family, they've been running around and sending out all these performative people. As soon as we all heard about the death of O.J. Simpson, it was nothing but the dominant society that came out. And they were running around here talking about the Black folks were celebrating and they try to put it on our shoulders. That's what they try to do because they use us as a proxy, y'all. That's what they always do. Certified salute, your first live. Yes, indeed. We go all the way in. It's going to be jam-packed. We got some receipts, and we're going to do some real regulating. So, family, the very fact that they try to use all of that against us and they try to tell us who we are and everything, we seen that from a mile away. We seen it from a mile away. And I think I speak for a lot of foundational Black Americans. Wasn't nobody out here putting on no cape for O.J. Simpson. We all pretty much admit, O.J. hopped on that coon train. But at the same time, the same way they came at O.J. Simpson is the same way they try to come at every single certified foundational Black American. And what happens to him, they try to put on all of us. And we ain't going for none of that. So you've seen the articles, you've seen people popping out, you've seen people jumping out, you've seen people everywhere trying to make these claims. And I'm going to make this claim. Fair use, fair use, fair use, family, because we need to let the whole world know that this episode is only for scholarship. It's for teaching. It is for research. It is for all of the above. So fair use, fair use, fair use, family. We are going to go to work, and everything in here is only meant for teaching purposes, so on and so forth. So I need the whole family to tap all the way in so we can go all the way to work the way we do things, certified live. That's how it is, y'all. So we've been watching the way things have been playing out. We've been seeing it. I want to know, I don't know who all in here was around when the case came down, back in 96, but y'all seeing the way the dominant society was trying to play the game then. We see the way the dominant society is trying to play the game now. And one thing is that it ain't got nothing to do with foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, we are out here being certified now. We were being certified then, and we're going to always continue to be certified. So no matter what they try to throw at us, let's let it be known, y'all, that the tap dancing, the bootlickers, the banjos, all of them are going to get G-checked in the process because there's only two types of people. That's foundational Black Americans and everybody who wants to be a foundational Black American. And if you want to be a foundational Black American, we can't see you. You do not exist. But I tell you what does. The strongest lineage, heritage, and culture of all time, our exceptional nature. We're the people that everybody wants to mimic, everybody wants to make claims for. And also, we don't take no nonsense from nobody. I don't give a damn who. I don't give a damn where. I don't give a damn when. When you see certified foundational Black Americans, you better give it up, respect it, because we know you can't check it. That part. So yes, in 1994. Yep, 1994. I think that's when the case started, and I think they read the verdict. Did they read the verdict in 95? If I'm not mistaken, right? Okay. A lot of people remember when that happened. A lot of people. And they try to paint this thing now. Just think about it, y'all. The dominant society took that L way back then, and the dominant society is still angry. They still can't deal with it. I always say this. The only two celebrities that beat the dominant society, came out unscathed, went through it when, just came what they were, was O.J. Simpson, okay, and Bill Cosby. Think about what they did to Bill Cosby. Oh, we're going to tie it all in, family. We're going to wrap it all the way in. The same exact thing that they tried to do to Bill Cosby. And I want y'all to think about it. Think about all these rappers that apologize. The dominant society will come at us in every which way, fam. They'll make this person apologize, this person apologize. Snoop Dogg done apologize. Kevin Hart done re-apologize 4-5 times. They'll make people apologize after apologize after apologize. The thing about O.J. Simpson is that he never apologized. That's the thing. The thing about Bill Cosby, he never apologized. The buck-breaking system has always been at play. And we see the same cast of characters. You got the dominant society and you got all their minions. And they send these people out here all the time. And a lot of us know that the way the system works is that you take a black man, you take a black woman, you put them up on Main Street, and then you try to publicly humiliate them. They never did that to OJ. So like I said, we weren't out here putting on the cape for OJ. But I'll tell you one thing. If you look at O.J. Simpson and then you look at the system of supremacy, then foundational black Americans do what we always do. We can sit back and we can watch him take all of those W's and watch them take all of them L's and enjoy the show. I'm always telling people we need to start enjoying the show. We need to watch the way things play out, and we need to understand whenever the system of supremacy takes a loss, then we get a win. I don't give a damn if it's coming from O.J. Simpson, who was the football player, who was the announcer. I don't care if it was O.J. Simpson who was running through the airport on them commercials. If O.J. Simpson made the dominant society take an L, then foundational black Americans can sit back and pop our collar to that. And we're going to pop our collar again. 1994, 95, 96. They've been mad that whole damn time? Good. They've been pissed off that whole damn time? Good. They still mad right now today? Good, because guess what? When Trayvon Martin was harmed, they was dancing in the street. When Tamir Rice was harmed, dancing in the street. Nobody came to the defense of Breonna Taylor. Nobody came to the defense of Sandra Bland. So if you think we're going to go out here and say, OJ's such a bad man, y'all can have it. OJ's such a bad man, throw him to the wolf. If you think we're going to tap dance for some type of respect, if you think we're going to tap dance for some love, ain't no goddamn way it's going to happen. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to be in the trenches. And when we're not in the trenches, we're going to sit on the sideline and pop some popcorn and enjoy the show. And the show right now is watching the dominant society be pissed off, watching the system of supremacy take an L, watching all of the puppets and the minions fall flat on their face. And foundational black Americans, we got time for it. So family, let's go to work. Let's do what we do. And right here on the Black Alpha Network, I need y'all to smash that like button. At the end of this episode, the bootlicks, the tap dancers won't never show their face again. We've been breaking the tools all season. We've been stepping right on them, stepping right over them. And sooner or later, they won't even be left, y'all. But I'll tell you who will be. We will. Certified all the time. Family, let's take this all the way back to 1995. Let's go all the way back, family, to when the verdict was read. We got some things. It's already been disputed. If you guys have seen it, people who know the evidence, people who know the facts, we already know what's been going on with the whole system. We know the way the dominant society tried to drop that case on O.J. Simpson. We know that. But y'all see now, they trying to flip-flop. They trying to say things like, O.J. never really liked being black, and you never really liked black people. We can't allow them to do that to us, fam. We can't allow them to come back and try to use something from the past and then put it on our shoulders today. Hell to the no. Now they're trying to say, well, OJ only won because of Johnny Cochran. They hated Johnny Cochran. Now they want to give him love and talk about how great of a lawyer he was. No. We knew that. So we're not going to play them games. The dominant society is trying to get us caught in the mix. They're trying to get us caught in the hellstorm. But we're not going for that. Can you guys imagine what would have happened if the new black media, the black grassroots media, existed back then? See, back then, you had to deal with all the bootlicks and the sellouts from the civil rights era. Now look right now, family. Now we've done more since OJ has passed on presenting the real facts. And I'm not just talking about the case. I'm talking about how the case, the system of supremacy, the way they operate, the way they railroad. We've done more right now in the last 3-4 days than the news did way back in the 1996s and 7s and 8s. Why is that, family? Because we're on code. This generation is different. It's all the way different. So somebody comes around and on one hand, they tell us, oh, it's just the system. Anytime a black man gets harmed, it's just the system. Deal with it. But it's funny when the dominant society takes a loss, they don't tell us to respect the system. Then all of a sudden they tell us, well, you do know, y'all, that we got to go ahead and see what's wrong with the system. It's funny, the system is wrong when a black person gets the W. Anytime a black man takes an L in the system, then all of a sudden we need to just respect it. No. The only thing we respect is our goddamn self. And the only time we put it down is for our own. And if we sit back and we watch it all play out, family, that is exactly what happened. So if the dominant society don't like it, we're going to go ahead and take them right on down the road, family, and we're going to show them exactly what it was like. Let's go ahead and let's refresh in their memory a little bit, all right? Because this is what we can do. Certified foundational Black Americans, let's go ahead and do some antagonizing our goddamn self, okay? All right? This is what I'm all about right here on the Black Alpha Network. On the Black Alpha Network, family, the one thing I love the most is go ahead and letting them know that this ain't the day before. We don't sit back. We don't relax. We don't chill. You're not going to hustle us, con us, scam us, scheme us, plot on us. We're not being hoodwinked, bamboozled, or had. No. If they come with the smoke, we going to bring the smoke. If they want to come with the skill and the talent, we going to show them skill and talent they never had. We don't take no losses. All we do is win. And when you're a certified foundational Black American, you woke up winning. Dominant society, go ahead and be pissed off and go ahead and enjoy the show because we about to take you all the way back on the ride. This was when the verdict was read, y'all, and we're going to bring it all the way back around.
The jury in the above entitled action find the defendant Orthal James Simpson not guilty of
Whoa. Oh, that's my favorite part. Oh, no. Let's look at Karen right there. That's the 1990s Karen. All right, that's the 1990s Karen. That's the Karen today. That's their mama. Look how mad she is. She pissed off. She hurt. The way she was hurt back then is the way she hurt now. That's how we do it, fam. We keep them mad. Keep them upset. Oh, yeah. There's nothing better, y'all, than to see foundational Black Americans shining and see the dominant society pissed off. There's nothing better. Why is there nothing better, y'all? Because foundational Black Americans are the only ones who stand on business. That right there is standing on business. When Karen's mad, and watch the sisters behind her.
jury in the above entitled.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You got to love it. Place nothing above it. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. That's a beautiful sight because what they wanted, y'all, they wanted us to go ahead and turn around and be like, nah, it's all good. We ain't really worried about it. No. It's okay. We on your side, master. That's what they want. They want some, we on your side, master. No, hell no. No. And the fact, family, that they are still dealing with that loss tells you everything. It tells you everything that they are still mad, they're still angry, and they cannot get up. What I feel is that the dominant society, y'all need to go ahead and pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Why are you mad? Why are you upset? OJ was convicted in a court of law. He beat the case. He came home. He was exonerated. I don't know why everybody's mad and angry. I think it was a just trial. Same thing they told us with Trayvon. I think it was justice served. Same thing they told us with Sandra Bland. I believe that we should trust the system. Same thing they said with Mike Brown. So it's time that the dominant society does the same thing. And for us to maintain that and continue that for years later, oh yeah, trust me, we made the dominant society more pissed off this last week than they've been mad since that damn verdict. Yeah, and it just shows you one loss is better than any other thing that has happened in between time because they know it's all about us. It's all about us. So I ain't got no more. One more time. You want to see it one more time, family? We can do it. We can run it back. Let's go. I ain't got no qualms at all. We're running that back. Let's go ahead and look at that one more time for the people in the back of the back row. Let's go and show this. Go ahead. Dominant society, if you're watching, I dedicate this to you.
The jury in the above entitled action find the defendant Orthal James Simpson not guilty of
Damn, she mad. Look at that freeze frame right there. Look at the freeze frame. Look at the sister right there and look at the W right there. Oh, the W's mad. She hurt. She hurt. She don't know what to do. See, it's all good when you can dominate people. It's all good when you can go ahead and practice all types of injustice on brothers and sisters. Oh, that's fine. Oh, they ain't got no qualms, no quarrels, no quirks with that one. As soon as we do what we want to do and we get some real justice in their system, don't let nobody tell you that it was wrong. OJ, he ended up going away in a system, y'all, that is designed by them. This is their system. Let's not forget that, y'all. This is their system, and OJ Simpson, he actually got away. And when I say he got away, I'm not talking about he was guilty and got away. No. If Kyle Rittenhouse and all these other people, if they good folks and we got to go by the law, then we're going to go ahead and go by the law. OJ Simpson was an innocent man. That's what it is. Don't they say innocent till proven guilty? Well, OJ Simpson was never proven guilty, so therefore he's innocent. And what we need to start doing, y'all, we need to start regulating anybody who tells us otherwise. That is word to the wise, and that is all for them to understand and all for them to know. So what I've been loving is that I've been seeing brothers and sisters, even us who seen OJ tap dancing, yes, even those of us who seen some of the things OJ was on, okay, cool. But what we've been doing the most, y'all, we've been allowing the dominant society to hold that L. Let them hold that L. That's what we got to do. We got to let them hold it. That's the main thing. Let me pull this up real quick. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's no reason, family, to get involved and try to stop the L. No. Let the L stay there. Let the L stay there. They need to hold that L. That's their L to hold. All right. A lot of folks, they don't really want to see it. So this is why you start seeing the dominant society come out of nowhere, and you start seeing these tap dancers and these bootlicks. They don't really like the idea of the dominant society having a holding L. You feel me? They don't like that. They can't stand it. This is why people came out the woodwork and they was upset. What they really want, y'all, they want the dominant society to continue to function and be able to target us and just abuse us with impunity at will. This is why you're seeing the Marcus Lemoyce popping up. Y'all know Marcus Lemoyce has literally been on a goddamn campaign. This man was on Piers Morgan. He went on Jason Sweatlock, Fatlock, Hamhock. He went on his show. He was dropping tweets. Literally, as soon as OJ passed away, Marcus Lemoyce already was tweeting things out. They don't want to see the dominant society. That's why we say they're the gatekeepers of the dominant society. Oh, by the way, since we're out there and we're going ahead and we're dedicating things to the dominant society, I want to go ahead and dedicate this picture right here to the dominant society. Yeah. If y'all remember, that right there is when Bill Cosby came home. When Bill Cosby came home, first thing he did is he had a piece of pizza and he threw up the deuces. Yeah. And they still mad at Bill Cosby. See, that's what the dominant society does. They still refer to Bill Cosby as a rapist, even though he was never convicted of that. They still call O.J. Simpson a murderer, even though he was never convicted of that. That is the system of supremacy, when they can say whatever they want to say, they can speak whatever they want to speak, and nobody can call them out on it. See, whenever we say something about them, then it turns into the, well, hold on now, we can't really say that, and that's not true, and we need to go ahead and understand that the law said. No, they don't play those games. They tell us off rip, we got to say what they say. And if we don't say what they say, then there's something wrong with us. But yet with them, they could just bounce around it. They could just be like, yeah, well, I know that happened, but we're not going to abide by anything that's factual. We're not going to abide by anything that's true. We're going to abide by what we say. The days of I am a supremacist and I say so are done. Now it's I'm certified and I say so. And that's what they don't understand, and that's what they don't like, y'all. They cannot stand when foundational Black Americans tell them, oh, shit, it ain't your way. It's our way. What we say go. What we say go down. They don't like that. Nah, and we got to keep making it happen. So this is why I seen brothers and sisters on code. Brothers and sisters was on code during this whole situation, okay? Soon as OJ passed, y'all, I seen brothers and sisters really getting on code because we knew the play. We knew the play, okay? We knew exactly what was going to happen, and we knew exactly what the dominant society was going to run with. That's what I like, family. That's what I like. We sat back and we didn't go for the games. The easy thing would have been for us to be like, man, OJ, he a coon, forget him. The easy thing would have been, man, I agree with y'all. We can't celebrate OJ's. OJ's wrong. We can't go ahead and say, I understand, but we got to go ahead and go by what supremacy says. That's the easy thing. Brothers and sisters wasn't on that. Hell to the no. No, because we understand the way to play the game and the way to hustle the game. And that's what we was doing with OJ. So while you have brothers and sisters out there saying, I don't give a damn about OJ, whatever, it is what it is. Let me tell you what they was doing. Let me tell y'all what they was doing. This right here, family. So when brothers and sisters were saying that right there, look at this right here. Look at the New York Post, y'all. Look at the New York Post. That ain't BillyBob.com. That ain't Jethro Post, okay? That ain't the Karen Dispatch. That is the New York Post, all right? It says football star and actor, and then it put MURDERER, liar, O.J. Simpson, 76, real killer is dead. Really? This is what we talking about. While you had people running around saying, I don't give a damn about OJ. Man, it's whatever. I don't care. That's how the system of supremacy playing you. They playing you the same way. Let me tell you this. The system of supremacy views OJ the same way they view all of us. Understand that. That's the way they did it. They didn't like the fact that we was represented. They don't like the fact that we were saying, hey, let the system be the system. That's what they didn't like. So they were running that type of game already. Family, that right there is supremacy 101, where a man can never, ever, ever be convicted of a crime, and then you can have a major publication spew something like that and put that out right there. Can you imagine if anybody in the new black media were to say something like that about George Zimmerman, Kyle Rittenhouse? What happens whenever we talk about Kyle Rittenhouse? Whenever we say something about Kyle Rittenhouse, they damn near want to go to war. They be like, man, hold on now. You can't say that about Kyle Rittenhouse. He's a good boy. They be ready to take all your work down if you say something about Kyle Rittenhouse, who, by the way, we know for a fact actually unalived people. Let's go there. So you got people from the dominant society that we know for a fact actually did the damn crime, and they will not allow you to call them for what they are. O.J. Simpson, somebody that has never been proven to have done the crime. By the way, it was 30 damn years ago. They can still refer to him like that. And you don't see nobody coming out saying that's wrong. You don't see nobody coming out saying we need to do something about that, retract that. It's the same exact thing that they did to Michael Jackson. Matter of fact, family, let's go there. I need all my brothers and sisters right now. If y'all remember, if you look at the O.J. Simpson situation, you had a lot of things at play. It's all about buck breaking. That's what it's about. That is what it's all about. Buck breaking comes in different forms and different aspects. They may want to go get somebody like O.J. Simpson, because remember, O.J. did the cardinal sin. O.J. was with a W woman. Y'all remember Jack Johnson? Jack Johnson way back in the day, the boxer, 1909, Jack Johnson. He was with W women, and they hated him. O.J. was not loved by the dominant society. Let's get that straight. Let's get that straight. O.J. was not beloved by the dominant society. They couldn't stand him. You may have them saying, O.J., come on in if you tap dance a little bit. But understand, O.J.'s days was numbered. But if you go back to that time, before it was O.J., it was Michael Jackson. And they tried to get a bunch of fake charges on Michael Jackson back in the early 90s. And it never stuck. Way out there in California, way out there. Everyone would say, well, it was the Rodney King case, and it was all about Latasha Harlings. That was what the streets was on. The streets was saying, not again. And it was happening because the dominant society kept trying to put case on people. It didn't stick with Michael Jackson. They literally put charge on charge on charge after Michael Jackson. And what happened to Mike, y'all? What happened? Michael Jackson ended up having to pay millions of dollars. He got his image tarnished and slandered. And what happened after that with Michael Jackson, fam? They still refer to him as a pedo. Still to this day. The man was never convicted. There was no charges. And matter of fact, the people that they said Michael did this to, they've came out and said it wasn't me. It's on the internet. This is what we're saying. You got to create real reality opposed to the dominant society's fantasy. Oh, we're going to break it down today. Black Alpha Network, smash that like button. Let's go to work. They did the same exact thing to Michael Jackson. And they still refer to Michael Jackson as a pedo. They still refer, just by that article, just by that headline, they still refer to OJ as someone who is a harmer, someone who unalives people. Tupac Shakur, they still refer to him as somebody who was a rapist. Tupac was never convicted of that. But yet you got people from the dominant society all across the board and nobody says nothing. Not one damn word. So back in the 90s, they wanted to get Mike. They was trying to go around. See, black folks at that time were coming out the 80s. No longer did you really have that, we gonna just get along. All that Jesse Jackson stuff that was going on back in the day, you had Michael Jackson talking about they don't really care about us. He was going in on Tommy Mottola. He was letting it be known. Same thing was going on with who? Bill Cosby. And we all know what happened with Bill Cosby's son. Let's go there. This is about the system of supremacy. See, nowadays, people start talking about this and that and the other thing. All of us certifieds, all of us foundational black Americans, we know what it's always been about. It's been about the S.O.S, the system of supremacy. How you navigate through the system of supremacy is going to be how you get it in. This is what we know. So if you go all the way back to the 90s, family, they were running this game on all the brothers and sisters. Any black person who got some power, they was trying to hit you with it. We all know the famous interview from Eddie Griffin, the comedian. What does he say? He says, black men, and I'm going to say black women as well, we as a collective do not make it out clean. Never, never, never. We don't make it out clean because we live in the system of supremacy. So they know if a brother or sister is winning by playing fair, then they got to come up with something. That's what happened to OJ. Michael Jackson dominated. They put charges on him. Neither one of those guys ever went to jail for 1 hour for what they were convicted of. But at the same time, they're still referred to in that light. Hail to the no. They did this to Mike the same way they did that to OJ, same way they did it to Bill Cosby. And this is why foundational black Americans, we seen the real play in all this. We understood, y'all, that this was about the system of supremacy. We understood that the same exact way that they went after him, they're doing it now. Let's rewind a simple year and a half ago. Y'all remember the situation with Kyrie Irving? Yeah, let's go there. The system of supremacy ain't changed. Ain't nothing changed but the weather, y'all. They do the same exact thing. The same thing. Go back to Kyrie Irving. They made Kyrie Irving try to apologize and suspended the man for tweeting out a link. And then they try to buck break him on national television. Yes, they did. And then what happened? You seen LeBron James came out. He was tap dancing, doing the performative work. Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Wilbon, Charles Barkley. They all came out. So all of them came out on Kyrie. Marcus Lemoyne, Jason Whitlock, Stephen A. Smith, all of them came out on OJ. It's always the same thing. We ain't even going to go there with all the people who came out against Michael Jackson and never apologized to Michael Jackson. It does not matter. Certified salute, yes, to Eddie Griffin, Kansas City, Missouri. Yes, indeed. This is what we talk about the system of supremacy. They play by their own rules. So if they play by their own rules, and damn it, we're going to play by our own certified foundational black American. We on code. We can go there all day. We can throw this back like Frisbees, okay? They want to go ahead and bring it, we going to bring it. They got smoke, we got smoke. They want to just be biased and stick up for their own, we going to do the same thing. When it comes to the system of supremacy and the foundational black American, I'm biased. If they biased for Kyle Rittenhouse, then goddamn it, I'm biased for Jerome I seen on the 12 o'clock news last night. You goddamn right. If they biased for George Zimmerman, who's not even one of them, who's an honorary member of them, because remember, they will sign an honorary member just to come harm us. And they don't never tell us anything. They say, y'all got to go by the law. Well, we're going to go by the FBA law. And what that is that we're right all day, 24/7, 365. And what they're trying to do now, they're trying to paint this picture that FBA, we're just bad. And foundational black Americans, we know really deep down inside that OJ's guilty. We're just mean. See, here's the thing. We're sticking up for foundational black Americans. I'm biased towards foundational black Americans. But here's the thing. The foundational black Americans that I'm biased for have never been convicted. The foundational black Americans that I'm biased for have never went to prison, never went to jail. Bill Cosby, he did not do those crimes they say, and they broke the law to try to put him in jail. O.J. Simpson, you never, ever, ever had evidence. He went through the trial and beat it. Yes. Michael Jackson, it's known that he did not do none of that. So I'm being biased for people who are innocent, and they're being biased for guilty people. Ain't it funny? Look at the way they've been presenting this, family. I want y'all to check this out right here. This is what's been going on the news. This is why we were saying right here in the Black Grassroots, certified salute to all the brothers and sisters who knew the play. We understood this ain't just about OJ. This ain't just about the case. This ain't about Nicole Brown. This is about all black people because the dominant society sees us as an OBN. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what it is. One big, y'all know the rest. And this is what they've been trying to run with. They've been trying to say that this situation is basically black people's fault. They was blaming black brothers and sisters who weren't even born for what happened with OJ. This is how mad they are. And I don't know about this lady, but I'm seeing a Fleetman forehead slight weight, okay? That looked like a Fleetman forehead. I don't know, can't confirm, but it damn sure looked like one. Look what they're trying to paint the picture of, though, fam. They're trying to say, oh, black people really just know. It's just black folks is just biased. Watch.
But it was so racially charged because of what had happened just before with Rodney King, but also just how Black Americans feel about policing. It's not like O.J. Simpson was the leader of the civil rights movement of his era. You know, he wasn't a social justice leader, but he represented something for the Black community in that moment, in that trial, particularly because there were 2 white people who had been killed. And
whoa, ho, 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 ho. No, listen, is she bucking her eyes? Is she bucking her eyes is bucking. Look at that right there, family. Y'all know I always have y'all do this. Please, somebody send that to me. Please, 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 please. Somebody screenshot that and send that to me right now. Please, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. It don't even matter. Did y'all hear what she just said? This person just said, we were happy because 2 W's got unalived. This is what they trying to spew on us. This is why we say this is more than OJ. This is why we say this is about the S.O.S, the system of supremacy. She's not talking about the case. She's not talking about Judge Ito, Marsha Clark. She's not talking about 94. She's painting a picture of these bad, evil black folks who are out here celebrating someone being unalived. Basically, we just mean, and basically, we just some bad black folks who get joy out of that. Listen to this right here. So we already have the New York Post saying how OJ is the real unaliver. And now we got this Fleetman forehead eye bucker sitting here trying to tell us black folks was just happy to see someone harmed.
Presented something for the Black community in that moment, in that trial, particularly because there were 2 white people who had been killed. And the history around how Black people have been persecuted during slavery. There were just so many layers. And I guess I would just close with this.
Slavery? Who was thinking about slavery with the OJ case? Wasn't nobody thinking that deep.
This is that there was racial tension then, there is racial tension now. It might.
By the way, WWW, and I ain't talking about wrestling. WWW, Fleetman forehead. WWW, Fleetman forehead. Fleetman forehead, WWW. What typically happens when you see that picture right there? When you see somebody with a Fleetman forehead talking to a room full of Karens and Kens, you see how she's tether-splaining? Or if she's not a tether, then she is bootlick-splaining. But either way, she's bootlick-splaining. She's probably a tether bootlick, to be honest with you. It's real funny, family. Is she talking to us or is she trying to explain to them? Because they got to walk the hallways with these people. And they got to know that she's not on their side. They gonna come to her and be like, hold on now, you's not with them FBAs, is you? You's not really downs with them certifieds, are you? You don't possibly think that OJ is innocent, do you, Shaquita? Tell us the real, Shaquita, because if you do think OJ is innocent, I'm going to go tell the boss and you're going to get fired and you're not going to have a place to work, Shaquita. So I suggest you be very honest. And what she do? She went up there and said, nope, it's really about all them other black folks, not me. Fleeting and forehead in full effect.
Might not be the backdrop of the Trump campaign, but until this country is ready to actually have an honest conversation about the racial dynamics from our origin story till today, we will always have moments like O.J. Simpson that manifest, and our country will always be divided if we don't actually deal with the issue of race.
Oh, no, family, hold on. No. Oh, man, where did we start? First off, she said, literally, black folks were upset about slavery, so we were happy about the OJ case. She said, black folks are still upset, and it's Donald Trump's fault. So it's Donald Trump. You know they was going to slide in Trump, right? So they still had to get the Democratic shielding going on, right? So she slid in Donald Trump, and she slid in slavery, and then she straight up said, we were just happy that 2 W's were unalived. That's what she said. This is what they feel. How about this? Can I just say what it is? How about it isn't about slavery? it wasn't about the civil rights era? How about it wasn't about Donald Trump? Maybe Black Americans just think OJ was innocent. How about Black Americans just feel that man was railroaded? How about that? They always want to try to tell us what we really felt. No, Marquise Jerome. What you really are, you're mad about slavery, aren't you? No, I think he was innocent. Oh, I get it. You're mad about what happened to Martin Luther King. Nope. I think he was innocent. Oh, I get it. You're really upset at Donald Trump. And you want to go vote for Biden because he can cure everything and solve it. No, maybe Black Americans just feel that OJ was innocent. And guess who else did? The damn court system. Yeah, the same exact court system felt that OJ was innocent. So how come when it comes to the court system, OJ is innocent, but we can't feel the same way? Shit. Damn wrong, sister. Damn wrong. One more time.
But it was so racially charged because of what had happened just before with Rodney King, but also just how Black Americans feel about policing. It's not like O.J. Simpson was the leader of the civil rights movement of his era. You know, he wasn't a social justice leader, but he represented something for the Black community in that moment, in that trial, particularly because there were two white people who had been killed, and the history around how Black people have been persecuted during slavery. There were just so many layers. And I guess I would just close with this, is that there was racial tension then, there is racial tension now. It might not be the backdrop of the Trump campaign, but until this country is ready to actually have an honest conversation about the racial dynamics from our origin story till today, we will always have moments like O.J. Simpson that manifest, and our country will always be divided if we don't actually deal with the issue of race. But it was so racially charged because
My bad. Hold up. I ain't know I hit it. Okay. How about this? Foundational Black Americans, we feel OJ's innocent. How about that, family? I feel OJ Simpson didn't do a damn thing. I feel OJ Simpson straight up got away with nothing because he was an honest citizen. If Kyle Rittenhouse is, same damn thing. That's what it is, y'all. This is the type of time we on. We're going to stay on that time. Foundational Black Americans, we ain't got to get told nothing. You ain't got to tell us nothing. We already know what it is. The same way that they can make up all their excuses for whoever they want to defend, because mind you, nobody defends more criminals than the dominant society. Nobody does. So guess what? Foundational Black Americans, we're going to do the same exact thing. I feel straight up and down that O.J. Simpson was innocent. That's what I feel. It ain't got nothing to do with all them other things. You're not going to tell us. But family, if you think about it, ain't that the same exact thing that they do now? They try to tell us when it comes to politics. No, what you really want is you want high-speed internet. You don't want reparations, right? Or they try to tell us, well, no, what you really want is you want the George Floyd Act. You don't want a hate crime law. They're always trying to tell us what we really want. I told you on this episode, we're going to talk about the whole dynamics. We're not just going to talk about O.J. Simpson. We're going to talk about O.J., Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, every single Black brother or sister walking today, living in the system of supremacy, how you annihilate the system of supremacy and you uplift and you uprise Black empowerment, foundational Black American empowerment. That's what we're going to talk about, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You're going to start dealing with things like that. But they weren't done. No. Family, first off, if y'all think that last forehead was kind of big and, shaped up, look at this one. Jesus. Goodness, God, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see that forehead? That got to be a Fleetman forehead. Somebody tell me where that forehead looks like Nairobi. I don't know where that forehead is, okay? That can't even be real. God damn. Damn. Goodness gracious. Anyway, damn, it's a big forehead. Nonetheless, y'all, this is what we talking about. That forehead is distracting me. We all know that they're trying to paint that picture. What did we say, y'all? We said that they are going to continuously try to tell foundational Black Americans how we feel, try to tell foundational Black Americans the way we see these things, trying to tell foundational Black Americans what's our best interest. No. So we already have one person trying to tell us that we're just upset with slavery and we upset that Karen and Ken got harmed. Then we got another person trying to tell us the real killer's gone. Now watch what this person says. It's the same exact con game. Watch this.
here in the city. And it's also worth noting, because of that unrest, that racial unrest in the 90s, that is why so many people who may not have been invested in O.J. Simpson were just happy to see that someone who was rich and famous and black could get away with what other people did in the system as well, too.
Damn, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that right there. Woo! Somebody go ahead and give me a quarterback, a running back, and some wide receivers. We're going to go ahead and we're going to have a Super Bowl on her forehead. Somebody call Pat Mahomes up or something. God damn. Jeez, oh goodness. That's what we talking about. Listen what she said, though. She said the same thing. She said the same exact thing again, y'all. She says, Goro wins. Flawless fatality up in here. Damn. Goodness gracious. Somebody call up Shane Song up in here. Johnny Cage, okay? Jesus. She's saying the same exact thing they were saying before. Foundational Black Americans, we just happy. We just happy again.
And it's also just worth noting how much was impacted by this trial, Jake. So many things happened. We saw policing changing here in the city. And it's also worth noting, because of that unrest, that racial unrest in the 90s, that is why so many people who may not have been invested in O.J. Simpson were just happy to see that someone who was rich and famous and black could get away with what other people did in the system as well, too.
Stephanie Elam, thanks so much.
And it's also just worth noting how much was impacted.
Boom. That part right there, that part right there, that part right there. Damn, y'all. Damn. You see it happens again. So now you got that aspect. Now they're saying someone who's rich. She's saying somebody who's rich. Wasn't nobody thinking none of that when it came to the OJ case, y'all. Wasn't nobody thinking that. What Foundational Black Americans simply was saying is the evidence didn't add up. It's funny how they'll sit there and they'll try to play that game with us, but they won't ever speak about the actual court system. The court system said that OJ was innocent. If the court says OJ's innocent, we just going by the court. That's the only thing. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. We going by the court, y'all. We're going exactly by the court. This is what they say. And Foundational Black Americans, we know the difference. So now, don't be mad at us. You need to go ahead and take that out with the system, because it was the system. So that's what it is. We ain't thinking all that extra stuff. We're not sitting here saying, well, it could be this and could be that and could be that over there. No. I feel O.J. Simpson was innocent. And I am a taxpaying Foundational Black American, and I have the right to say so, straight up and down. Hey, when Kyle Rittenhouse got set free, remember Joe Biden came out and Joe Biden said what? Joe Biden said, well, we need to go ahead and stick with the system. The system works. Then we sticking with the system over here. That's the way it is. That's the way it would always be. But fam, people been coming out left and right. Left and right, y'all. Oh, yeah. The same way we said you had a whole group of people who came out after Michael Jackson. Yep. Same group of people came out after Bill Cosby. Remember, it was a whole lot of black folks that was coming out saying, Bill Cosby's bad. Bill Cosby's wrong. We need to do something about Bill. That same type of energy came out when you start dealing with OJ. I'm talking about then and now. They've been tap dancing. This right here, that's one of the main tap dancers again. I don't know what it is with these Fleetman foreheads, y'all, but they've been the ones out here causing the most ruckus. Yes, they have. So you had Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith was jumping out the window, y'all. Yes, the hell he was. Stephen A. Smith is a guy who's been going after O.J. Simpson for years. You want to know why? It's because Stephen A. Smith, he's one of those, he wants to be the only black person in the room. Yeah. Y'all remember when Jerry Jones was spotted a long time ago at that little race riot and they was heckling the black guy? Stephen A. Smith was the main one who came out and said, no, we need to go ahead and forgive him. Yep. Stephen A. Smith was the main one who came out and defended Dana White. Stephen A. Smith has a laundry list of people that he's defended, and they're all W's. He never defends any person who's black. He never defends anybody from certified black society. What he always does is he starts putting on that cape for everybody else. That's exactly what he's been doing. So y'all know he got a qualm with O.J. Simpson. Yes, he do. And he started coming out ASAP. I'm telling y'all, they were coming out quick as hell. Watch this right here, family. I want you to tell me, have you ever heard any of these people talk like this with anybody else outside of the community? No, they only reserve this right here for us. I said it best in the caption. A lot of the O.J. Simpson hate came from non-FBA tethers like Stephen A. He hates on black Americans, but he apologizes to W women. Yep. Stephen A. Smith, you have officially found yourself on the G-check list. And once you on the G-check list, you can't come off. This is Stephen A. Smith for the last 5 years. talking about O.J. Simpson. The same Stephen A. Smith who don't never say nothing about anybody else. Y'all, damn, y'all see what he's ready to do right there. Look at that picture. Yep. This is what, that right there, that picture, that's what he does with Zaddy. That's what he does with Massa. That's what he does when he sees Jerry Jones. And this right here, this is the hate that he's got for OJ. He already, somebody, y'all know what happened in that picture right there, right? Let me tell you what happened. Jerry Jones must have just walked in the studio. Soon as Jerry Jones walked in the studio, Stephen A. made that face right there. No, it might have been Dana White. Maybe it was Dana White. When Dana White walked in, Stephen A. did that right there as well. So you already see the type of facial expressions and the type of jaw dropping that he does whenever Massa walks in the room. Listen to this man throwing OJ under the bus for years.
OJ did it. That's right. I'm saying it again. For years, I waited for someone to highlight that reality. Here's the reason why I think he should spend the rest of his life in prison. Because he's an idiot. That's why.
O.J. Simpson was released from the Lovelock Correctional Center after spending 9 years there for robbery, instead of the life sentence any decent person knows he deserved for the double murder he was acquitted of back in the mid-90s.
Because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail. This man, as far as I'm concerned, is a double murderer. He's somebody that should never, ever, ever see freedom again.
Because I know that if I was on the jury, he would have been under the damn jail. I know that much. I believe he was guilty.
You are an individual that was on trial for double murder that I believe got off, by the way. And you still don't have the decency and the common sense not to stare the system in the face and give it the proverbial middle finger. You deserve what you get. O.J. Simpson is a double murderer. You saw Johnny Cochran adroitly, skillfully, brilliantly play the race card. No one should be sad about what has happened.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what he really meant. No, let's break this down. Let's break this down, family. Oh, no. You knew they was going to throw in Johnny Cochran. You know they was going to throw in Johnny Cochran. Rest in peace to the great foundational Black American legend, icon, Johnny Cochran. Family, watch what he says right here. A lot of people don't know. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up for the whole fam. The term race card was created during the O.J. Simpson trial. Nobody said race card in the 70s or in the 80s. They started saying the term race card during the O.J. Simpson trial because that's how they were trying to downplay or dismiss the great work that Johnny Cochran was doing. So it's funny how on one hand they say, oh, Johnny Cochran is so good, that's the only reason this guilty O.J. won. But then they flip around and say, well, Johnny Cochran was playing the race card. So over here, Johnny Cochran is good when they're trying to put all the weight on OJ. And then over here, Johnny Cochran's bad because he's playing the race card. This is what they were doing. Race card, that term, that was never around. That was created during the trial. CNN took it and they ran with it. That's what CNN did. During all the testimonies, all the press conferences, if I'm not mistaken, was it the Ron Goldman dude's father? If it might have been him, or it might have been, what was it? Is it the Mark Furman guy? One of those W's are the ones who said, this is race card playing by Johnny Cochran. That's how the term came out. There was never no term race card before then, y'all. Never, ever, ever. They started to use it. Yes, there we go. Certified salute, Sage. It was Shapiro. Yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. My brother always come through for me, man. That's what it was. It was Shapiro. Shapiro was the one who said it. That's what it was. Right there. Appreciate you, my brother. Yes, indeed. That's who it was. He's the one who came out and started saying the race card, the race card, the race card. That term never existed. It was never a term out there. They started to say that because Johnny Cochran was whooping them. Johnny Cochran was serving them. Johnny Cochran looked straight into the face of supremacy and he destroyed them. And like I said earlier, foundational Black Americans, we not like them. We don't have to cheat to win. We don't have to harm an 11-year-old. We don't have to harm an innocent woman driving home. We don't have to kick in nobody's door while they sleep. Foundationals don't have to do that. We can play the game the right way and still win. The dominant society hates two things. They hate taking losses, but they hate taking losses to people who are doing it without cheating. That's what they hate, y'all. That is what they cannot stand. So watch how he's flip-flopping all over the place.
Are an individual that was on trial for double murder that I believe got off, by the way, and you still don't have the decency and the common sense not to stare the system in the face and give it the proverbial middle finger, you deserve what you get. O.J. Simpson is a double murderer.
You saw Johnny Cochran adroitly, skillfully, brilliantly play the race card.
No one should be sad about what has happened to this man. We should be sad that it took us this documentary to highlight it for us all the last 20 years later.
In other words, unless we come together as one.
Freeze. I want y'all to see this clip right here, y'all. This is what it is. So after Shapiro said that, and then that Jeffrey Toobin, thank y'all, Toobin, that guy, he's the one who started running with it on CNN. This is what it was. A lot of people don't know that that's the way it occurred. That's the way it played out. Then all of a sudden, that term went in. They started saying race card, race card, race card. A lot of terms, y'all, foundational Black Americans, I'm talking about us right now in the chat, our generation, we're the ones who put it in to a lot of that nonsense. Yes, we are. Remember a mere 7 years ago, they used to say reverse racism. We put an end to that. Don't nobody say that no more. They used to say race card. We put an end to that. Don't nobody say that no more. We're the ones who did it. We're the ones who start saying W supremacy. See, they used to just say racism. See, racism could be anybody does it. Remember that? It go both ways. Reverse racism. That's what they were trying to do. I think when I'm in D.C., when I give my speech, I think I'm going to give the biggest certified salute and shout out to Johnny Cochran. I'm going to make sure during my speech that I shine the biggest light on Johnny Cochran because they don't want Johnny Cochran coming up. See, that's another thing with this case, y'all. That's another thing. It highlights a lot of things. I told you we're going to break down all the details. Unlike anybody, we're going to talk about the whole thing. This brought up O.J. Simpson defeating the system of supremacy in their courtroom, but it also shined the light on Johnny Cochran. That's what they don't want. They do not talk about Johnny Cochran. Y'all notice the dominant society, they stay far away from that name. They hate the term Johnny Cochran. They hate the name. They hate the syllables. They hate it all because Johnny Cochran represented somebody who not only would defeat the system of supremacy, he'll look at them right in their eyes and do it. Remember, Johnny Cochran, he also got Geronimo Pratt, Tupac's godfather, out of prison. Yes. Also remember, right before he passed under suspicious means, Johnny Cochran was getting together all the lawyers and they were going to sue the United States of America for reparations. They don't like Johnny Cochran at all. They can't stand Johnny Cochran. So this case right here, y'all, this case brings up a lot of the skeletons in the closet of supremacy. This is why you had parents who were mad. They passed it down to parents. The parents passed it down to the kids. You got little W kids, Karens and kids that weren't even born yet. And they're mad at OJ. Don't even know who he is. It's just when they sitting there at that dinner table, eating all that unseasoned food, all right? Maybe even got a meth pipe on the side. Not maybe, definitely got a meth pipe on the side. They were sitting there talking about, well, now when you grow up, Karen, one name I want you to hate is O.J. Simpson. Little Karen said, well, who's O.J., Daddy? O.J. is a terrible, terrible Negro. He is a bad man, and he is a killer. And then Ken says, well, who did he harm? Then he looks and said, he harmed a W woman just like your mama. And then they said, oh, my God. And then he says, and guess what else, little Karen and Ken? They say what? They say, Johnny Cochran was a black man who got him off. He played the race card, little Karen and Ken. So now they done raised a whole new generation of race card people, mad at OJ, mad at Johnny Cochran, talked about it over their food, at their dinner table, eating unseasoned food with a meth pipe and probably a crack pipe. They did all of that at the table, and they birthed a new generation of Mayo haters, and they all mad at Johnny Cochran and OJ. If you can't smile at that, if you can't sit back, cross your foundational Black American arms and enjoy the damn show, then what are you doing here? It's time we enjoy all of that. Yes. So when they passing down all their OJ hate, and mind you, the Karen and kids now, they're going to pass it down. Family, we're looking at about 5 to 6 generations of OJ hatred. We're looking at about 5 or 6 generations of Johnny Cochran hatred. And foundational Black Americans saying, hey, certified salute to OJ. Certified salute to Johnny Cochran. Oh, that pisses them off. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They probably right now, little Karen and Ken is saying, Daddy, I went to school today and some little black kids was saying they like OJ. And he was probably ready to call the damn principal. They was probably sitting there saying, Daddy, guess what? I was talking to my school teacher. She's a black woman, and she says she likes Johnny Cochran. And he was ready to go up to the school. Probably was going to call the Bungalow Boys. Probably call up all the Oath Keepers or whoever the hell they can find. O.J. Simpson hatred is powerful. And it's a good thing because that's what happens when you defeat the system of supremacy. They can't stand it. So they send out people like Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith, oh, he got the buck in them eyes, y'all. Oh, yes, he did. We seen all of that right there. Look at him right here, y'all. This man says all those things about OJ right here. But notice at the end, he starts talking all nice and all sweet and all calm. I'm going to tell you why.
The system in the face and give it the proverbial middle finger. You deserve what you get.
Listen what he said. Listen what he said. He said, when you look at the system in the face and you give it the middle finger, you deserve what you get. Hold up. One more time. What he's saying is what we're saying. He's just saying it from the bootlick side of things.
Not to stare the system in the face and give it the proverbial middle finger. You deserve what you get.
You see the difference between us and him. He's mad because OJ stared the system eye to eye and OJ didn't give a damn. We say, good. If you stare the system eye to eye and you continue to be a rider, that's a good thing. That's the difference between us and them, y'all. This is what we talking about.
O.J. Simpson is a double murderer.
You saw Johnny Cochran adroitly, skillfully, brilliantly play the race card.
No one should be sad about what has happened to this man. We should be sad that it took us this documentary to highlight it for us all the last 20 years later.
In other words, unless we come together as one. Former President Barack Obama once said it best. We are not a blue state or a red state. We are the United States of America. We need to remember that now, possibly more than ever before, for all the obvious reasons.
This man came out there and was trying to give us a Barack Obama quote. This is what he was doing. This is what you get with these people. This is what you get with them. They've been on this whole Bash OJ tour because they're performing. Everything I was just saying about Little Mayo Karen and Little Mayo Ken, everything we were just talking about that, right? This is what you see with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith hates that. He can't stand that. That hurts his feelings. So what he's saying is if I go out there right now and I try to be the bestest friend and I can try to make him feel good, maybe I can get something in return. So this is what they've been trying to do. They are trying to, in return, y'all, get some type of butter biscuits. So therefore, he can live a nice, good life. He can have a nice, good time. And maybe perhaps he can get a nice little job. This is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with somebody like Stephen A. Smith. The man spoke around everything. The man was tap dancing. The man literally, y'all, said that he feels if he was in the courtroom, he could beat Johnny Cochran. I ain't lying. That's exactly what he said. The man said that he could beat Johnny Cochran. I'm not lying to y'all at all. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this clip right here. This is Stephen A. Smith saying that if he was in the courtroom, he would have beat Johnny Cochran. I told y'all they can't stand Johnny Cochran. Oh, no. The one name family that makes the dominant society pissed off is Johnny Cochran. And I'm going to show y'all right here. Look at this. Stephen A. Smith, he really thinks that he can go from tap dancing and puckering up when he sees Jerry Jones to literally beating Johnny Cochran in the courtroom. That's what this man said. Check this out right here, family. Watch this. This was one of the defense attorneys, Carl Douglas, for O.J. Simpson. They start asking him about the situation, and he says Stephen A. Smith basically is a fool. Watch this right here. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Have you been following what Stephen A. Smith said about the O.J. Simpson trial by chance?
It might be the cockiest thing that I've ever said. Christopher Darden and Marsha Clark did an absolutely horrendous job as prosecutors. Because if it were me, there's no way in hell Johnny Cochran would have beaten me with that evidence that they had.
What? Hold up. One more time. What did this man just say?
In hell, Johnny Cochran would have beaten me with that evidence that they had. Because if it were me, there's no way in hell Johnny Cochran would have beaten me with that evidence that they had.
You lived the case. You were part of Johnny's team. Question for you, sir. Could Stephen A. Smith have beat Johnny Cochran? Could he have convicted O.J. Simpson?
I love Stephen A. Smith, but that is one of the least intelligent things I've ever heard from his mouth.
Really? You know, I mean, look, the guy can argue. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, there's anything he can do. He can argue with the best of them. He's a smart guy. You don't think there's a chance in hell he could have put together a case more compelling than what Marsha Clark did?
Evan, I don't think there's any chance in hell that he could.
That man literally said that he could beat Johnny Cochran. This man has tap danced himself all the way out the building. And this is what we talk about when we start dealing with people like Stephen A. Smith, who is clearly another non-FBA tether. Y'all see the patterns. This is the patterns. Ain't nothing changed. What I say? Ain't nothing changed but the weather. Ain't nothing changed but the weather. Family, you see the same type of games with Stephen A. Smith. You see the same type of games. These people right here, family, these are the ones that you know for sure are going to be tap dancing all over the place, going to be bowing down all over the place, are going to follow suit by what the dominant society tells them to do. They're the same recruits from yesterday and the day before. They're the same people who've been running around here trying to tell us what we need to do, what needs to happen. But guess what? It does not matter, because when you start dealing with people like him, they are all going to be broken. They're all going to be broke down, and they all are going to be willing, broken tools of the system of supremacy, but not just broken tools of the system of supremacy, y'all. They're also going to be people in the system of supremacy that foundational Black Americans we ain't rocking with, never, not at all. But see, here's the thing with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has been doing that, and he had all that smoke for OJ, right? He was talking reckless about OJ. He was like, OJ got to do this and OJ got to do that. But y'all know one thing about him. He done had to apologize 4-5 times. Yes, he has. He done had to apologize a few times because he found out that on ESPN, he can't talk that reckless stuff that he be talking to Black Americans when it comes to people from other communities. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, he thought, and this is what they do a lot of times. They think the way they talk to us, they're going to start talking to everybody that way. Stephen A. Smith has been broken. Oh, yeah. We got to make this clear, y'all. When we start talking about people like Stephen A. Smith, we got the notion to say things like, he's going to get broken one day. He's not going to get broken. Stephen A. Smith has already been broken. Marcus Lemoyce already been broken. Sage Steele already been broken. Jason Whitlock already been broken. Let me tell you the main thing about all of them. All of them have been suspended or fired from where they worked. Yes, they have. This is what we speak of when we deal with all of these people. Look at this right here. Y'all remember when Stephen A. Smith crossed that line and that W woman on ESPN turned him in? And he, next thing you know, was on national television apologizing. Let's look at broken Stephen A. Smith. Let's go there. Let's go there with broken Stephen A. Smith. Watch this right here, family. He was talking about OJ. Remember how he was speaking on OJ, right? He was talking reckless about OJ. Let's look at the difference, though, now when he had to apologize to that W woman. Michelle Beadle, that's her name. Watch this.
Good morning. On Friday, speaking right here on First Take on the subject of domestic violence, I made what can only amount to the most egregious error of my career. While elaborating on thoughts concerning the NFL's ruling versus Ray Rice, following a domestic dispute with his then fiance, I ventured beyond the scope of our discussion by alluding to a woman's role in such heinous matters, going so far as to use the word provoke in my diatribe. My words came across that it is somehow a woman's fault. This was not my intent. It is not what I was trying to say. Yet the failure to clearly articulate something different lies squarely on my shoulders. To say what I actually said was foolish is an understatement. To say I was wrong is obvious. To apologize, to say I'm sorry, doesn't do the matter its proper justice, to be quite honest.
No, wait a minute. Whoa. What happened to all that energy he had when he was sitting there talking about O.J. Simpson did it, and I would have beat Johnny Cochran, and he'd be under the jail right now? What happened to all of that energy, y'all? I'm kind of curious because that don't look like the same person. The guy we just seen a few minutes ago talking about O.J. Simpson, that was a man who was very rough, very tough, talking crazy, talking reckless. I don't see that energy right there. When he was going in on Kyrie Irving, because he was always talking about Kyrie Irving, very mad at Kyrie Irving. He don't have that same energy right there neither. So how come out of nowhere, this man is apologizing, tap dancing, and bowing down? It shows you whenever there's another person, we know that he will flip-flop all over the damn place. This man's got one job to do, and that's to serve massa from the dominant society. But he wasn't done. No. No, that's not the first time that he apologized. Stephen A. Smith also had to apologize for this.
I don't need press releases. I don't need statements from the company. I don't need all of this other stuff. Let me be the first to stand up and say that I want to express my sincere apologies to the Asian community and the Asian American community.
Wait, hold up. How come you ain't apologizing to O.J. Simpson's family? How come you're not apologizing to the people that O.J. Simpson loved and people who loved O.J.? How come when O.J. Simpson passed away, you said you don't feel no sympathy for a man? How come You disrespected that man consistently, time after time after time again. But now all of a sudden, when another community don't like what you said, you immediately run in front of the camera and say, I apologize. When the W woman tells you, you say you apologize. None of that for foundational Black Americans. None of that for OJ. This is your typical tether. This is what we're talking about right here, right here.
I am a Black man. I religiously go off about minorities being marginalized in this nation. I instantly go off.
Look what he said right there. I'm a Black man. I go off about minorities. See, they'll flip-flop minority in 2 seconds.
I religiously go off about minorities being marginalized in this nation. I instantly go off, repeatedly bring up the fact that if you are a member of a community that feels disenfranchised in any way, that's something that we need to battle, that we need to fend off to the best of our ability as a nation. These are the kind of things that I bring up. And the reason why I bring up my Blackness is because of this. On many occasions, what I have said, when people have said something that is offensive in any way to the minority community, it's not about how you feel.
Stop. No. No, we ain't gonna let you do that. Look what he did right there, y'all. He said, the reason why I bring up my Blackness is because when someone defends or offends the minority community, notice both times he said Black, he immediately said minority less than 1 second later. He says Black, then he jumps right back to minority because he knows you're not supposed to defend Black people specifically. You're not supposed to do it in Washington, D.C. You're not supposed to do it anywhere on ESPN, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, Fox News. No, he understands the reason why he's bringing up Blackness because they use what's happened to us to validate everyone else's claims. Nice try, homeboy. Not gonna work.
Up my Blackness is because of this. On many occasions, what I have said, when people have said something that is offensive in any way to the minority community, it's not about how you feel. It's about how they feel. And the reality of the situation is that you have Asians and Asian Americans out there that obviously were very, very offended by what I had to say yesterday. And I just want to look into the camera and extend my sincere apologies. That was not my intent at all, but I'm not going to get into all of that because I do understand that a lot of racists out there are quick to say that was not my intent. That's not where I'm going here. I was wrong, period. There's no excuse. This is not ESPN. This is not Disney. For a lot of people out there going off about Disney and ESPN, no, this was me. Wasn't Max, wasn't Molly, wasn't the producers on First Take, wasn't the bosses. It was me. I said it. And the reality is that I was completely clueless as to the kind of impact that this would have on the Asian and the Asian American community. The second that I was informed about how hurt a group of people in this nation was off of what I said, that's all that matters to me.
Damn. Okay, but what about O.J. Simpson? What about O.J.? What about his family? See, this is what we talking about. This is why we regulating on people like him. This is why it's G-check season. This is why we put them in their place. Notice how family said the moment he says something that harm people or hurt people. Remember, anytime he says something about a Black person, his famous words are, I don't give a damn. That's what he always says. I don't give a damn. So really what they're doing, family, they're omitting what we talk about. They're omitting what we said. They are out here to tap dance. All of these people have been coming after OJ. The same reason why the dominant society is mad is the same reason why Stephen A. Smith is mad. Because that's some what's the matter, boss? We sick. All right. When they see Masters mad, then they get mad as well. That's as simple as it goes. What it really is Stephen A. Smith has seen his master get upset at OJ, so he's upset at OJ. Stephen A. Smith sees that his zaddy is mad at OJ, so he gets mad at OJ. His zaddy is mad at Johnny Cochran, so he's mad at Johnny Cochran. These folks want to be W's more than W's are W's. This is what you're dealing with. And then when you add on the tether aspect, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. So we already know the type of time that he is on. We already know where he's heading with that. We already seen it. We done already called it out. This man was tap dancing all over the place for the dominant society. This man was tap dancing all over the place for any person. Dana White, I mean, literally. Folks didn't even want him to tap dance. He was signing up to tap dance for free because that's the type of person you're dealing with when you're dealing with Stephen A. Smith. So you see already, when we call this man out, easy work. Easy work, family. Easy work. Because these tools are not just going to get broken. These tools in a lot of cases, fam, already are broken. Yes, indeed. Look at this right here. This is further proof that this man has been a broken tool. Look at this right here, y'all. ESPN suspends Stephen A. Smith over abuse comments. Yep, that looks like a tool that's been broken a long time ago. A long time ago. Yeah, he know better. See, they broke this man years ago. This man been knew what it was. He knows better. He know he better stick to Kyrie Irving. See, he'll get out there and say all types of things about Kyrie Irving. Oh, he can't stand Kyrie. He hates Kyrie Irving. Why is that though, family? He can't stand Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving is an independent black person. See, he doesn't like the fact that somebody can be a black person and ain't got to bow down to the dominant society. See, a lot of these tap dancers and these tethers, family, that's one of the main things they always do. They know deep down inside that they have to. When I say have to, family, that's their have to. Bow down to the dominant society, and then they look and they see an independent black person, and an independent black person is like, nah, hold up, I ain't doing that. And then they get real jealous. They get real upset. They get real angry. He wishes that he could come out and speak his mind. He knows he can't. They're jealous that you got real black folks who do what they say, speak what they want, and they don't have to go around and kiss Master's ass. He has to all the damn time. So therefore, you get what you get. Right there, that's Stephen A. Smith. I'm sorry, I hate to have to leave that up because, you know, it is what it is. But that's Stephen A. Smith right there. And he's pointing at Master. He over there clicking away at Master. That's Stephen A. all the way live. So check this out right here, family. I want y'all to remember this. Remember this right here? Let me ask this question. This is Stephen A. Smith with that Mad Dog guy on ESPN. Look at the way this guy's talking to Stephen A. Smith. Let me ask y'all a question. Would any self-respecting black person let somebody speak to them like this? Watch this.
We disagree with each other.
Run all the way for crying out loud.
Look at this. They try to say it's a joke. Look at Stephen A. Smith. That's him right there, sitting down. This is Massa yelling at him. He's trying to make it a joke. This ain't funny. This is real. This ain't fantasy. Stephen A. is over here laying down. Massa's up here. Watch this W man get in his face and yell at him. I'm not lying, family. Watch this.
Leave at 7 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? You're our fearless leader. And here it is. You show up at 10. What time was it? I think it was like 10:24. 10:20. And then he has to get his makeup on. Have his little bedroom. His little yoga do.
Look at him getting scolded, y'all. Look at him. Look at him getting scolded on national TV.
He walks in here at 10:36 in the morning. That is a disgrace. Because he's got a perfect. The West Side Highway's always a mess.
Look at that picture right there. Look at that picture right there, family. The man is getting scolded, and he's sitting there taking it on national television. This is the psyche of somebody like Stephen A. Smith. This is the mentality of Stephen A. Smith.
Leave at 7:30. That is a joke. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm disappointed in you. You're the leader of this brigade.
He's smiling. This is what we talk about. That's the tether smile. He over there grinning. That man grinning. He happy. He cool with it. This is what we saying, y'all. These folks is not the same as us. These folks don't operate on our time. These folks ain't on our page. That man has his finger in his face, and he's yelling at him on his own show, and Stephen A. is sitting there laughing.
You're the captain. Captains don't do that. Don't ever again. Ever.
Damn. Nah, bruh. No. Ain't no way. You ain't doing that to no certified foundational black American man. You ain't doing that to no certified foundational black American sister. It ain't happening. Now, notice how he was talking about OJ, and look how he was getting talked to by that guy. Big difference. Night and day. Not the same energy. Not the same time. No. We're not playing that right there, homeboy. We're not playing that. Never, not at all. This goes to show you the type of individual he is, and it goes to show you why Stephen A. Smith is not just a tool that's going to be broken. Stephen A. Smith is a tool, a bootlicker who has already been broken. When you're getting that right there on national television, oh, you done already been broke. Yeah, you done been broke You done been fired. You done been suspended. He done been kicked off on his day off. That man ain't got nothing going for himself. So he's your typical non-FBA. And he's hating on OJ because Master hates OJ. But here's the difference. I ain't never seen OJ Simpson get talked to like that. People talk about OJ. They say how bad OJ was. OJ was this, that, and the other thing. I ain't never seen OJ get scolded. OJ went in the courtroom and wasn't getting scolded like that. OJ went in the courtroom with jurors, with the press, with the judge, with all of the prosecutors, and wasn't nobody talking to OJ like that. So in reality, Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Banjo, he could learn a whole lot from OJ Simpson. Because at the end of the day, back in 95, 94, 96, OJ, he looked at supremacy one-on-one and he walked away. Stephen A. Smith, you on your own show getting scolded. That's the difference. That's the type of time. But it don't stop there. Family, I want y'all to see this person right here. Oh, yeah, we about to turn all the way up. This the main one right here, y'all. This the main one right here. This person was running around trying to get on everybody's side. Let's make this clear. Because I noticed earlier, there were some people saying, how do we know that Marcus Lemoyne is not an FBA? I don't know. Maybe because he said he ain't. Let's go ahead and read that tweet right there, y'all. Can I go ahead and read it? Okay, I'm going to read it for the family. I am not. This is what he's talking about. He's saying he's not one of us. He says, as a son of Jamaican Croatians living in America, I am certainly black, but respect. This doesn't make me a descendant of American slaves. So I bow out. Please untag me. That's what he said, y'all. Yeah, that's Lemoyne. Okay, so you had Stephen A. Then now you got Marcus Lemoyne. And as soon as OJ passed, you had this man running to every single platform. This man is literally going around the whole damn country doing every single news outlet he can find. And he is consistently trying to talk bad about OJ Simpson. Family, nah. Marcus Lemoyne, non-FBA, has no business to talk about OJ Simpson. If you remember, fam, he's the same guy who's running around here saying all types of off-coded statements. As a matter of fact, y'all notice the Black Alpha Network, Certified Black Society, smash that like button. We got all the evidence and all the receipts on this man. But the first receipt I want to show everybody is him saying that he is not a foundational Black American. That man admitted it. Let's make it clear. This is why we said a lot of people who come around and been talking that talk, these are the same exact people who are the main ones who cannot stand next to us in any which way, shape, or form. These are tethers, y'all. These are straight up tethers. And as a matter of fact, before we go there, I had this. I want to show y'all this real quick too. Let me show this because we got to go ahead and put it on the table. We got to put it on the table. That right there, by the way, was Stephen A. Smith's apology. Let's skip from tether 1, go back to tether 2 real quick, okay? Remember when he made that apology? That's the apology. The man not only went on national TV and made the apology, the man also tweeted out the apology. So you know he was upset and he was trying to talk to Massa. And he said, I got to cover all bases because Massa is not gives me a phone calls no more. And you know they love getting that phone call from Massa. So that right there was Stephen A. making all of his apologies. We done seen this man apologize left and right. We seen this man apologize every chance he can get. We seen this man apologize when they ain't even asking for an apology. This goes to show you the type of person that you dealing with when you deal with these non-FBAs. Whenever, and this is the real talk, and I'm going to say it like this. Whenever you see these people, family, and they run around here and they start speaking about foundational Black Americans, I don't give a damn at all if it is OJ Simpson. You can stay out of FBA business if you are not a foundational Black American. That's what you can do. That's the first step. You can stay out of our business. It does not pertain to you nor concern you. When you regulate, when you gatekeep, and when you G-check, it's got to be all the way across the board. Because I'm telling you right now, family, they will use people like OJ so they can interfere all the way into our reparations claim. There's no stopping with a bootleg, not at all. But I want y'all to remember this. The same Marcus Lemoyne, all right, the one you just seen right there, he is not a foundational Black American. He's not a descendant of American slaves. He is a son of a Jamaican and a Croatian living in America. He said that. Those are his words. The same Marcus Lemoyce who said that, this is the same Marcus Lemoyce who came out a few months ago and was trying to tell us that we all Africans. This is the same game that you getting, family. This is the same type of people that you dealing with. Remember this right here? Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Recognize that our history and our roots are African. We are African people. When you go through New York City, you meet somebody who's Italian or Irish or German or Indian. We don't say Irish American. We don't say, yo, like, my homie was dating this Irish American girl, or yo, my homie was tiptoeing out with this Italian American chick. Nah, right? You don't say, yo, the Indian American guy up the street gave me a hard time in the cab. We call them where they're from because that's their culture. That's their origin. That's their story. So when we disconnect ourselves from Africa by not calling ourselves African American, we advance the story. We echo the lie that our history began when slavery began. That we're not.
Look at him right there, family. Look at him trying to tether us on to the term African American. Look how this man is pleading. He is pleading with us. This is the same guy who came out and was disrespecting O.J. Simpson. The same guy who said that he's Jamaican and Croatian. But yet he's trying to tell us once we quit calling ourselves African American, then we are disconnecting our future and our past and our present. This man right here, same guy. This is Marcus Lemoyce. This is just one of 1,000 things he done said that's off code. Watch how he sits there and he tries to put that on our shoulders. Watch how he sits there and tries to keep us saying African American. Family, don't you ever trust anybody who comes around and is trying to plead with us to continue using that term. Hell to the no. That term is defunct. That term is defeated. That term is over with. And he was the main one doing it at the same time.
Connected. Those babies up in Harlem or Brooklyn or Queens, or even better, Philly, those beautiful, brilliant Black babies aren't connected to a tradition of people who could tell weather patterns, predict weather patterns long before they were weathermen, who could outline the stars and the constellations long before there were Western astronomers, people who had philosophy and faith and discipline and civilization long before white people ever stood up. We got all that, bruh. And we had that from Africa. So when we cut ourselves off from Africa, we cut our own babies off and ourselves off from the genius and the brilliance of our tradition. Hip hop, as much as it's born in the Bronx, hip hop is rooted in Africa.
Oh, you knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. You know he had to throw that in there, y'all. There you go. He had to throw in there that hip hop is rooted in Africa. This man literally, in 2 minutes, said every single off-coded, non-Black American tethered, like you can't even come up with this stuff. It's hard to even fathom what this man is saying. The man literally sat there and said every non-truth that applies to maybe his folk, but not us. And he said it all in a matter of minutes. He said, man, we are African and hip hop and all these things are not ours, but it's really for them. And this man right here, this is the main one. You got to be careful when these folks come around, y'all. When these folks come around, you already see the type of game that they playing, the type of time that they on. These are the main ones. Watch how he not only tried to tie us into African American, he also tried to tie us in directly to hip hop being created in Africa, which is a complete lie.
Now, I hear you when you say Africans don't see us as real Africans, but brother, I'm going to push back on that just a little bit. Pause. There is a large chunk of the African continent, and again, it's a continent with lots of different countries, cultures, and values, and politics that see us as brothers and sisters and long distant relatives who they want to come home. Think about the March of Return. In 2019, Ghana invited the global community.
That was a cash grab. This is how out of touch that man is. Look how he's trying to set us up to go over there to Ghana. Family, this is what we're saying. The man literally has said everything that is not true. Now he's over here talking about the cash grab of the year of the return. This is what he's doing now. Now he's trying to speak on that. He spoke of African American. Now he's trying to say, y'all need to go back to Ghana. Then in the middle of all that, he threw in that they created hip hop. The man don't know where to stop, y'all. He don't know where to stop. This shows you exactly what type of time this man is on, y'all. He is nothing more than the same exact tether trying to tether his way in to foundational Black American culture.
Community to come back, to return to home, which is Africa, and specifically Ghana. And so many Black people, African people, went to Ghana. They saw the culture. They saw the connection. They felt the love from the African people. Brother Akon is trying to do the same thing.
No. This man's first case that he brings up is Akon. Akon is the first person that he brings up. Not no way, shape, or form are you going to get any foundational Black American to go over to Africa because Akon said so. You better try again. You better come up with something different. Ain't no way in hell. This goes to show you the tether talk that this man is on. He's been running around here for quite some time, bringing it up left and right, and foundational Black Americans ain't going for none of that. This is the man who's speaking on OJ. This is the man trying to tell foundational Black Americans that in reality, we are just upset at the way the criminal justice played out, and what we should really do is we should support it because this is how we get our true justice. And you know they'll try to spin it back onto voting Democrat. It's the same way he's trying to spin it back on going back to Africa. This is your typical Lamoist. This is your typical Democratic shield. This is your typical guy who's trying to run all that interference. This man brought up Akon. I mean, he had already lost me. But by the time he brought up Akon, it was a wrap. It was a wrap because ain't nobody falling for none of that. But, you know, Lamoist's been real funny style for quite some time, right? Look at this right here. Y'all tell me. Look at this picture of Lamoist and Michael Erica Dyson. Family, there's so many things wrong with this picture. There's so many things wrong with this picture right here. I don't even know where to go with this one, y'all. But it seems very off-coded, very suspicious. I'm just saying, man, like, that's real funny style right there. That's what he be doing. That's the type of time he be on, y'all. That's the type of time. This is what you get, Lamoist. Lamoist, we see you. We know that you got some real funny style ways. Y'all look a little tight in that picture right there. A little too tight for my liking, to be honest with you. Yeah, but this is what you get. This is the man speaking about O.J. Simpson, though. This is the man who's trying to tell us, man, well, y'all really just mad because that a Black man got away, and it's not because you really feel that OJ is innocent. It's just you don't know no better. He's one of the main ones trying to hit us with the we don't know no better talk. Yeah, This is what you get with this guy. This is what you get. This is what you see. This is what happens. So nah, we're not playing none of those games. We see it exactly the way it is. This man is the main one running around here trying to say that. But that's not the only strange picture that we seen come from this guy. No. Lamoist got a whole lot more than that. Yeah. Y'all remember when he was running around here saying that a man could have a baby? That's what he was saying, right? He was running around saying that. A lot of people was like, where did that come from? A lot of people didn't really understand where it came from, right? I'm going to show y'all this picture. Y'all tell me if y'all know who's in this picture. If you know who's in this picture, and you look at who he's showing his teeth and kiki and ha-ha with, it shows you a lot of reasons why we call this man Lamoist. It shows you a lot of reasons. Family, tell me who is in that picture with him. Maybe this is why he's been running around here saying those things. Maybe this is why he's been running around here saying that, you know, men can have children and things like that. Because it looks like to me, y'all, that Marcus Lamoist is one of these people who hangs out with certain crowds and feels certain ways, and then he tries to bring that back on. Yeah, exactly. See, we see what type of time you on there, bruh. We see the type of time you on. We see the type of energy that you got. Yeah, and this goes to show you right there that this man who has all of that, so we talking about Africa, we talking about hip-hop was created everywhere except America. We talking about the cash grab. We talking about go here, go there, go everywhere. But this man is very, very happy hanging out with certain people. And when it comes to foundational Black Americans, he's got the nerve to open his mouth and start speaking about the O.J. Simpson case and try to tell us, well, y'all just don't really get it. And if you did get it, you would understand a little more. It seems a little different why you've been saying that, homie. It seems that you may have an ulterior motive, okay? It seems as if you have earned the name Lamoist, all right? Sounds like Lamoist has earned the name Lamoist, and it looks like foundational Black Americans was right about you the whole damn time. That's what it looked like to me. You feel me? Because we got receipts on you, bro. We know for a long time this is what you've been speaking of. We know for a long time this is what you've been doing. And we know right here today, loud and clear, that you are in no position, by the way, who is a non-FBA, to be speaking about foundationals. You didn't think them pictures would come up, though. And mind you, when he was saying all of this right here, he was also trying to tell us that toxic masculinity existed in the black community. Remember that, y'all. He was one of the main ones talking about toxic masculinity. So his definition of masculinity seems to be quite different because he seems to be hanging out with folks that are quite different. So nah. We see what type of time you on, Lemoyce. Yeah. So when you run out here and you say these things about foundational black Americans, then we already know that you ain't one of us. And if you ain't one of us, family, then we already know what you can do. That's the type of time that we are on, and we're going to stay on that certified way. So, family, I want y'all to notice this. When you look at this guy right here, and you start seeing some of the people he's been running with, it's your typical tether energy. It's the same type of energy that they stay on, family. This is what they do. This is what they do. And this is why we move the way we move, y'all, because we understand where it's coming from. We understand the type of time they on. So, therefore, we go in that direction. But they've been popping out the woodwork. And Dr. Claude always told us about reparations, about everything. It's always going to be people popping out the woodwork with some type of spite, some type of jealousy, some type of envy, some type of vitriol when it comes to us getting what we want. So these are people who have seen massa. These are people who have seen that they don't like Johnny Cochran. So therefore, they done called up every last one of them. And now they're trying to tie us in. That's what it's all about. It's about tying us into the O.J. Simpson situation, and they will bring up anybody that they can in the process. So when you see people start popping up and they start saying things of that sort, things of that nature, then you can already tell they are coming with bad intentions, fam. And since that's the type of intentions that they have, y'all already know the type of intentions we got is to regulate. Look at this right here, y'all. I want to show y'all this as well. It ain't done. It ain't done. No. So out of nowhere, you know it would not be a COON party if they did not pull out Jason Whitlock. Do y'all know Marcus Lemoyce ended up popping up on Jason Whitlock's show? And they start talking about the OJ case. Watch the way they try to pull this right here, family. This is the typical bootlicks, fam. Fair use, family. One more time. YouTube, this is all fair use. Look at this right here. So out of nowhere, you get that combination. When have you ever seen that combination, y'all? You got the guy who wants to be like Massa on the left and the one who wants to be like Massa on the right. And they getting together right there, family, so they can team on up and they can serve your typical dominant society and they can go ahead and get on the same page. They start talking about the tweets. Marcus Lemoyce, remember, he said O.J. Simpson was an abusive liar who abandoned his community long before he harmed two people in cold blood. His acquittal for harming them was the correct and necessary result of a racist criminal legal system. But he's still a monster, not a martyr. This man out here calling people a monster. This is what he did. Soon as you seen O.J. Simpson passed away, they was running to the internet, y'all, talking about Stephen A. Smith, Jason Whitlock. Obviously, he was rolling because he can't walk. He's rolling like rolling. And watch this right here, family. Watch the way they try to spin it back on us.
When I read this, I was
fair use.
Is not triggered, but many people in the conservative space were triggered. They think you're basically arguing. Jack Posobiec, a guy that I like and respect, basically said, you're saying this was the right decision to combat racism. Anyway, Mark, I'd love for you to elaborate and explain yourself.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised by the reaction. I get a reaction from one side of the aisle or the other side of the aisle, depending on what I say. If people agree with me, they say good job. If they don't agree, they say I'm pandering, as opposed to me just having a different opinion.
Ain't that funny? Because whenever we got our own opinion, they tell us it's not. This man is sitting there talking about, well, maybe he's got a different opinion. Anytime foundational Black Americans got a different opinion, they tell us, no. You just don't know no better. So he already started off on the bull.
In this case, I expected the vitriol to come from the people who uncritically support O.J. Simpson and who have now lionized him. That's why I expected to be mad. I didn't actually expect the right to be mad. I know when I'm dropping a bomb on the right, this is one of those times. Because what I said was in a tweet, I said it was a necessary and correct result of a racist criminal legal system. I wasn't saying the system is racist and therefore you just got to quit black people when they kill people.
Look what he's doing now, fam. He knows. He tried to sprinkle in a little, the system is racist. And then the dominant society say, what you mean, Lamont? And he said, no. What I really mean, this is what happens with a lot of these tethers and a lot of these bootlegs. They try to straddle a fence that isn't there. He was trying to straddle this fence and say, dominant society, I'm going to try to get black folks on our side, but I don't want to upset you. Look how he's already walking back that part of his tweet. He knows what he's doing. He's a skilled Lamoist. In between hanging out with all those big burly chested dudes, he does stuff like this.
That wasn't the argument I was making. If I were making that argument, I would understand the response. I was taking into account, and I said it in subsequent tweets in the same thread. Mark Furman lied. Mark Furman was caught lying on the stand. Mark Furman was caught effectively. He didn't get caught lying about manufacturing evidence, but Mark Furman was asked quite clearly, have you ever planted or manufactured evidence? He pled the fifth. For any reasonable person, if the police officer who says that they found my murder weapon, if I ask him, did you plant it there yourself? And he goes, I plead the fifth. That to me is exculpatory. Now, again, I still think O.J. Simpson killed those people. Why? Because I'm reasonable, because I looked at the evidence, because I got common sense, and because I...
No. This is what they keep doing. That's what Stephen A. Smith was doing. They try to do this. If you got common sense, then you know he's guilty. If you have any intelligence, then you know he's guilty. They only pull that when it comes to us. This is that same stuff. Y'all don't know no better. They got 100 different ways of trying to tell us we don't know any better. How about the evidence shows that he did not do it? They will not acknowledge the fact that perhaps the evidence shows the man was innocent. That's it. So if the dominant society can't pin something on you, the next thing the dominant society does is just tells you, oh, it was a loophole and you don't know no better. Nah, perhaps the man was actually innocent.
Any reasonable person, if the police officer who says that they found my murder weapon, if I ask him, well, did you plant it there yourself? And he goes, I plead the fifth. That to me is exculpatory. Now, again, I still think O.J. Simpson killed those people. Why? Because I'm reasonable, because I looked at the evidence, because I got common sense, and because I watched O.J. Simpson move through the world after the trial. For the last 20 years, he's been taunting everybody about this. So I have no doubt in my mind personally that O.J. killed people. But if there's a trial where the police are shown to engage in misconduct, then we have a legal system that the right normally celebrates when they say we'd rather.
He's trying to make this a left-right issue. First off, OJ wasn't going around trying to taunt the system. OJ was somebody that the dominant society, even after he passed away, is still trying to pin something on him. What would anybody do if the dominant society is trying to say that you're guilty no matter what? Because that's what it's really about. It was supposed to be the dominant society says so, so that's what it is. This is really what it is, family. They can come up with any terms they want to. What it is that O.J. Simpson, you are guilty no matter what. Even if you are not convicted, even if you haven't broke the law, it does not matter. You are guilty, O.J. And the fact that O.J. said, no, I am not guilty, I am innocent because I didn't do it, that's what's really setting them all off. And this man, Lamoist, is trying to spin it and flip it back and trying to make it look like, well, he was go ahead and taunting the system. We got to knock all this off about him taunting the system. That man was not taunting the system. That was somebody who was innocent, who said, hey, I'm innocent, therefore, I'm going to let you know. What's wrong with that? If anybody is seen as innocent, then they have the right to run around and tell people, guess what? I'm going to rub it in your face because y'all were out here trying to make me out to be something I wasn't. Now, therefore, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all all know. That's the difference. You see, we stand up to the system of supremacy. They don't. And he tries to spin it into a left-right issue. No. It's about supremacy.
To have 100 guilty people go free than one innocent person get locked up. I'm saying that the racist criminal legal system that led to cops planting evidence just to shore up a case is the system. They made their own bed. Now they got to lie on it. Let me give you one quick example and I'll leave it alone. I believe that Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player of all time. I believe that Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I believe that if Barry Bonds had retired.
Where can people go to get your full explanation?
I do a nightly show Monday to Thursday on YouTube called Night School, where I break all this.
Anybody want to hear that?
Or did he do that because it's kind of standard operating procedure in law enforcement?
Again,
right there. Watch this.
Gotcha. And so again, this is how you trigger and provoke people, because it's just not factually true in terms of, did Mark Fuhrman do that because he's racist, or did he do that because it's kind of standard operating procedure in law enforcement?
Again, what I said was factually true. I think you're right. The example you just gave would not be.
So what you have here, you got Jason Hamhock, Sweatlock, and he's trying to say, well, no. Mark Fuhrman did this just because it was procedure. He's not a supremacist. He's just doing it because that's the way he's supposed to do it. And now Lemoyce is trying to come in and say, well, no. It's just a racist system. Lemoyce is trying to play this role that he's speaking on behalf of OJ. In reality, he's not. He's trying to play a role that he's speaking on behalf of us. In reality, he's not. This is what you get with these people. It's the same reason why Stephen A. Smith just a minute ago was saying, as a black man, they always got to give this image that they're speaking for us. In reality, they're speaking for the system of supremacy. They're just trying to put on this fake jacket. We're not going for that. Never, not at all.
I didn't say that only black people have this done to them. I think you're right. I think there's a culture of corruption inside of police departments where this happens, right? Any police department where evidence is being planted, it's a culture of corruption. And I doubt that they have a white people exception. I wouldn't disagree with that.
Okay, Mark, let's do this though. Let's, because how old are you, Mark? 45?
46, yeah. 45, yeah. Actually, yeah, 45.
46, yeah. Yeah, I'm 56. We've lived long enough. I'm not into getting off in some hypothetical world where, oh, someone used the N-word, and because they're white or because it means something, this or that. The way we have used the N-word, black people, we've done more promotion of that word over the last 50 years than any other group.
Look at it, fam. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was saying. I was just saying that right there. Now look how it's turning into black folks. This is what they're doing. Our good brother Tariq Nasheed, he always says it. He says, we can't have a conversation about race in America because it always turns into what's wrong with black people. Notice how it started off with OJ. Now somehow they're talking about hip hop and the N-word. Now they're blaming us for the N-word. How did it go from OJ Simpson's case all the way into the N-word, and now they're blaming black people? This is what we're saying. Oh, the OJ case, this whole bootlick situation, this whole bootlick bonanza, it all has something to do with the system of supremacy and the way they're blaming us. Family, every receipt that we don't put on the table, from Marcus Lemoyce talking to Stephen A. Smith to both of the anchors on CNN with the Friedman foreheads, what do they all have in common? They all have in common that they spun the OJ case back onto black Americans. Every single case that is high profile or low profile will always get spun back on us. So a lot of the people who say, man, we don't give a damn about OJ. We don't give a damn about OJ. All right, but you better understand the system of supremacy. Yes, you better. Yeah, they'll pull you over. When OJ Simpson was on the run and whatever they were saying, which he really wasn't, when OJ Simpson was going through the chase, they was pulling and snatching every black person off the street because they see you all as OJ. This is what we're talking about. They will flip-flop everything. Notice the Kyrie Irving situation happened, right? Last year when he tweeted out that link. The very next day, they had articles saying, how come black folks are so anti-you-know-who? Yep. When Dave Chappelle ran into it with the Starburst community. The very next day, they had articles saying, how come the black community is so anti-Starburst? Yep. The same exact thing that they're doing with OJ, and they've been doing it for 30 years. It starts off with OJ Simpson. Next thing you know, it turns into, why are black people so mean? Why are black people so bad? Why are black people so devious? Why do black folks want revenge? They take every single thing and they spin it back on us. So damn right, it's time for us to go ahead and sit back and send that certified salute to OJ Simpson, because guess what? He defeated the system of supremacy, and that's never a bad thing. Matter of fact, it's damn good. So this is what they started doing, and they try to spin it back and talk about the N-word. As a matter of fact, they can go ahead and bounce on out the paint. This is what they was doing, family, and we seen it all the way across the board. By the way, fair use, y'all. So we got to understand that. So this is what I was so proud about all of y'all. I noticed that we were on code. We was thinking very logic. We were saying, oh, no. We seen the way the system of supremacy works. What does Neely Fuller tell us? Neely Fuller says, if you don't understand supremacy, the whole system, how it works, it will only confuse you. And a lot of folks is running out here very confused. They thought it was cool to just be like, well, you know, the system of supremacy, that ain't really what it's about. It's really more so about, you know, the way we are and what we need to do. They weren't thinking about it, okay? Soon as the situation happened, soon as it went down, and we seen O.J. Simpson passed away, a lot of people had a lot of different opinions. And some of the opinions were, we just don't give a damn. We don't care. But a lot of us certifieds, we were all thinking, yeah, but we understand the way it works. All right. Ain't nobody telling you about how you feel, your emotions. We're talking about the game, the way this game is played, the way you got to navigate through this game. That's what we're talking about. So they got mad at Black Americans again. They was mad way back in the day. They got even more mad now. Why is that, family? It's because certified foundational Black Americans weren't playing the game. Look at this right here. Family, they got mad at us for saying, rest in peace, OJ. At the end of the day, let's make this clear. None of us involved in that situation. We see that a man went to court, and this man was not convicted. This man never went to prison for it. He lives his life. The man passes away. It's okay to tell somebody rest in peace. What's wrong with that? Especially someone who's of the lineage. They do it all the damn time. As a matter of fact, look at this right here. Have you seen anybody from the dominant society getting mad at that right there? Let's go all the way there, family. Certified salute, my brother. You're right. OJ was unapologetic, and that's what they didn't like. OJ was unapologetic, and it's the same way we are unapologetic. And that's what they really are mad at with OJ Simpson, is the unapologetic nature that he went around all them and didn't give a damn. That's what it's really about. Don't let them tell you it's nothing different. OJ was unapologetic to the game. So, family, have you seen anybody getting upset at this right here? This is the main thing if you really want to go there. What about George Zimmerman? What about George Zimmerman? Because they told us that we need to just go ahead and abide by the law. They told us that the justice system works. Let's talk about the way the system of supremacy flips on us, all right? They raised $2 million for Kyle Rittenhouse, $1 million for George Zimmerman, $3 million for Daniel Penny, $1.5 million for Derek Chauvin. And then they got the nerve to turn around and tell us that we're wrong for sending out any condolences or sending out any respect for O.J. Simpson, someone who did not commit a crime, not by their own legal system. Hell no. Hell no. You got O.J. Simpson, a man who lived the rest of his life. Kids loved him, no problem. By every account, his family still loved him. And they got a problem with us sending that man love and respect. But yet, you got George Zimmerman running around here, right there in people's faces, disrespecting people, and literally, by the way, someone who, for a fact, unalived a child in the dominant society was cool with that. See, we're not going to play this game. We're not going to play this game where they're going to tell us what it is. Ain't nobody telling us a damn thing. We telling them what it is, all right? This is what it is. Ain't nobody going to shame foundational Black Americans, because at the end of the day, they've been running around here getting on board with every single person who done harmed some damn body. And yet they got the nerve to tell us. They better all wake up and understand that this is a whole different era, y'all. This is not the era where they tell us what the story is. They say OJ is someone who is guilty. We say, nope, he was innocent by your courtroom. They say OJ was a monster. I say, nope, he was somebody who was innocent. They say, well, George Zimmerman was a good guy. We say, no, he wasn't. This is what it is. See, back in the old days, they could try to tell us what the narrative is. This is why they're so angry right now, y'all. They're angry right now because they can't dictate and tell us what it is. They want to tell us that we're evil. We say, hell no. They want to tell us that we're biased. We say, hell no. They want to tell us that y'all just upset about slavery and Rodney King. And we say, hell no. Anybody with sense would know that he's really just innocent. Hell no, family. We are telling everybody he's innocent because we said so. That's why. This is what they don't want to go for, but that's what they're going to have to deal with. This is what the whole game is. Now, mind you, when the whole George Zimmerman situation happened, family, you had first grade teachers that had a whole classroom full of Black students, and they was picking George Zimmerman's side. See, the dominant society, time after time after time, will always side with somebody who harms us. The 1 minute that we actually side with someone who was not even convicted and went to jail, then all of a sudden it's a big deal. Look at this story right here, y'all. Let's go there. Let's go where they don't really want to go, but we're going to go there, y'all. Look at this right here. Look at this, fam. Look at these stories. Poll, racial split on Zimmerman case. Look at this right here. Since they want to get mad at foundationals, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. 86% of Black Americans disapproved of the not guilty verdict, with just 9% approving. This was right after they let George Zimmerman go for, we all know, harming, unaliving Trayvon Martin. Let's go there. Let's talk about it. Look at this. Reactions to the verdict also split across party lines, with 22% of Democrats approving of the verdict, 62% disapproving. Now, let's go into the racial statistics. Y'all tell me who gets to say what they want. According to the poll, 81% of African Americans think Zimmerman should be charged by the federal government for violating Martin's civil rights, while just 3% think he should not be charged. Only 27% of W's think Zimmerman should be charged by the federal government. Look at that difference, y'all. 81% of us, 27% of them. But yet they want to turn around and tell foundational Black Americans that we are the ones who are defending someone who's guilty. All they do is defend people who are guilty. That's what they've always done. That is their MO. They find anybody, I don't give a damn if it's a dog. If a dog bites somebody, they're going to be on Muffy's team. They're going to say, you a good little golden retriever. Let Muffy bite one of them, then all of a sudden it's, hold on now. We need to do something about these animal rights now. We need to take care of this. Yeah, this is what they do when it comes to us, family. This is what they do all the time. They'll flip-flop. You can't change those statistics. Look at those statistics right there, y'all. Look at that. They didn't give a damn. They were picking the side of the person who harmed a child. But yet we are saying simply the individual that never went to jail, went to their courtrooms and made out free, he's the bad one? Nah, we not going for that. Not in these streets. Never, not at all. Never, not at all, y'all. We don't have to explain nothing to anyone. This is a new time and era. See, it's a beautiful thing, family, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's such a beautiful thing. We're in a beautiful era. Why? Is because way back in the day, when you start talking about the O.J. Simpson case, the Rodney King case, since everybody want to bring that up, a lot of Black folks had to go ahead and just deal with that. They just had to deal with it, accept it, and that's what it was. This generation right here, we now, family, we done went through all of the Mike Browns. We done went through all the Freddie Grays. We're not making that same mistake. We're not going to sit here and be like, well, you know, we're going to go ahead and let them flip-flop on us or shame us out of it. This generation is saying, ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way. You're not going to sit there and have 27% of y'all think it's okay to harm a child and then turn around and point the finger at us. I bet you won't. This is the difference between then and now, y'all. And this is why it's a beautiful time to be in this generation. We don't flip the script, change the game, and they can't do a damn thing about it. So, yeah, we're going to make sure that we let them know. Nope. And I'm going to tell you right now, continuously, the same way they telling their little child that, well, you know, OJ was a bad guy. I'm going to continue to say OJ was a good one. The same way they run around and they tell people, well, we just going to go ahead and say that he was really guilty. I'm going to say, nope, he was innocent. Yep, that's what they do. And let's not even get into the statistics. Family, they done made people millionaires. These folks done made people millionaires. And they got the nerve to turn around and tell us a man that was exonerated is bad. But we ain't done. Check this out. Want to go back? Let's look at this. All the way. This is why we break down the system of supremacy. This is why we show everybody the same way supremacy operates today is the same way it operated then. Look at this right here, family. This is another time when the verdict was read. You see the same supremacists that are running around here defending, what's that guy's name? What's the dude's name? Way back. Way back. You got the O.J. Simpson case and all, I can't remember the people during the Rodney King case. All those police officers, they were defending them as well. And it's the same people out here defending George Zimmerman. Watch this.
Despite competition from a nearby virtual reality game, most students were focused on the real-world drama of the Simpson verdict. Hundreds of students came in from the rain to share in the historic announcement. Corey Garrett was among the most vocal supporters of the jury's decision.
Once they figured out that they had OJ and someone thought they could get him in there, they didn't look for nobody else. The only thing that proved to me was that he had motive and time to do it. But so did other people, and they didn't look for them.
Justice has been served. OJ. I don't know, but it wasn't OJ.
What about all the evidence?
What evidence? I mean, ain't no evidence was missing. They just walked.
Sharing in the session.
He's guilty. He's the gloves, the blood in Bronco. He's guilty. Does it make you mad? It really does. It really. I think the justice system failed the United States again, and it just keeps on failing.
The evidence was outstanding against him. Sure, there was a few mess ups here and there by the prosecution and the things they did, but the evidence was overwhelmingly against.
The evidence was overwhelming against them, and they did a bad job now to figure out what it could have been. Now, nah, you're just mad.
And he still got off.
Audra Shepard believes in OJ's innocence and says he's been covering for Nicole's unsavory lifestyle.
Personally, I think OJ knows who did it, but I think that he's trying to cover for them and that he's trying to cover for her too. You know?
Freeze. Whoever that Karen is right there, I guarantee they handled her real good. They took good care of her. You ain't never probably seen her again. What she's doing, she's violating the code. Yeah, she's violating the code of supremacy because let's really go there. All indications of people who are really plugged in the case, forget the CNN, all right? Forget the national news. You had the news story that was on your television, and then you had the streets talking. And everybody knows the type of person she was. And a lot of people feel that OJ didn't say nothing because OJ knew the individuals who did it, and them people had some power. Yeah, I'm not going to get all into it. I'm sure y'all done heard it before, broke down. But a lot of people really think that OJ, he knows what happened. It just wasn't him. That's the thing. See, they want him to say, it was me. It was me. I did it, boss. I did it. And he said, no, I didn't do it. Well, you going to tell us who did it? No. See, OJ couldn't tell you who did it because they didn't want to hear it. This is all about the system of supremacy trying to break a brother. That's what it was all about. They didn't give a damn about none of that other stuff, family. They were trying to make sure that O.J. Simpson took the rap. You literally had people coming out and making confessions and saying they did it. And they say, oh, no, we ain't going to take that. When you see somebody ignore a confession, when you don't want the dominant society to be blamed and you want to put it on a brother, that's what it was really about. Oh, this case is way deeper than O.J. This case was way deeper than OJ. They don't use OJ as a proxy, but in reality, family, this case went to a whole nother level. Why is that, fam? Because we all see the way it goes down. You absolutely right, Iron Will. You absolutely right. And everybody knows who was really involved in that situation, and everybody really knows the way that really played out. And OJ was like, man, I ain't gonna do that because these people know exactly who he is, where he from, and all of the above. So yeah, when that lady said that right there, she was saying what the streets was talking about, not CNN. And I guarantee you, they done handled her very swift. They probably done did to her the same thing they did to that girl down in Charlottesville. Guarantee it. They don't play no games.
You know, he doesn't want people to know how bad she was.
Doug Elrod is upset about the message the verdict sends about domestic abuse.
Where does that put all this forward progress for wife beating and for stuff like that? Where does that put that?
I thought they had quite a vision. I guess there was that little bit of reasonable doubt. And, you know, you can't convict a man for life without it.
That part. So they know straight up, family. Oh yeah. They know absolutely, positively, exactly the way the game is going. So we see, family, the way the system of supremacy operates. We see the way they move. We see the way they structured. And we know they don't like taking them losses. They don't like taking them losses. Them losses hurt. They hurt real good. And it's on us to rub them losses in, man. When they take them losses, good. We need to go ahead and enjoy the show. Let them folks go ahead and get them losses, fam. It's a beautiful thing. That's what we like. Certified salute to my brother Torian Reigns, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to our brother right there, man. Y'all make sure you check out his new series as well. Riveted, award-winning. I'm telling y'all, man. Real talk. That's the future right there, man. Y'all tap in. Certified salute to my brother. Yes, indeed. So, family, they all know the way the game is played, and they showed us an OJ that they don't really ever want us to see. You understand what I'm saying? There's an OJ out there that they don't really want to talk about. See, y'all notice when it comes to OJ, one of the main things that they always try to show us with OJ Simpson is they want to show us the OJ that really didn't really come out too much. But see, a lot of people don't even know OJ actually had a black wife before, and he has black children. A lot of people don't know that. So when you see people running around here saying things like, well, you know, OJ wasn't really down for black people. You had Stephen A. Smith literally trying to tell us that OJ Simpson didn't like being black. What you think you are? Bro? You know what I'm saying? So no. You literally just had Marcus Lemoyne. Lemoyne was running around here saying the same exact thing. He was saying the same exact thing, y'all. I want y'all to look at this, though. I'm going to show another side of OJ, fam. But before I go all the way there, exactly what we were just talking about. I see everybody. We know what it is. Can y'all imagine if there was a Black Alpha Network back then? Can y'all imagine if there was a Torian Reigns back then? Can y'all imagine if there was an Afro Elite, Tariq Nasheed? Can y'all imagine what it really would have been like? It'd be way different. Now, this is why I say we've been really holding it down, y'all, right now in this generation, in this era, more so than they did back then. We have put more facts on the line about the OJ case. We've probably put more receipts on the table in the last week about OJ than anybody did in the 90s or the early 2000s, because there wasn't that real grassroots media that was breaking it down. Trust and believe. We're going to put the facts on the table, and we're going to speak on things that they don't want to speak about. We're going to shine light where they don't want it to be, where they want it to stay dark. No. That's not the way we move. I want to show y'all this real quick. Look at this right here. This shows y'all a different side of OJ. This was OJ Simpson, family, at brother Steve Coakley's event in the 1990s, speaking with the media. Have they ever showed y'all this OJ? Watch, this is OJ talking about coming up in the community. We're going to go there. I'm not just going to sit here and talk about the OJ that they say was bad or the OJ that, was tapping a little bit, tap dancing. Let's show you this side of OJ as well. Watch how he speaks about coming up in the community. Watch how he speaks about the Black community.
I guess what I'm essentially doing, I think I'm in an unusual situation, a situation that I certainly didn't plan to be in. My mother told me that in her case, the Lord Jesus Christ, in her case, or Jesus Christ, I've been told lately because I am studying the Quran some, that the Lord is not a word I should be using when I mention Jesus Christ. But in any event, that I'm in a situation, I've been placed in a situation, and that you don't always end up doing in your life what you plan to do. Sometimes you're called to do things. At this point, I'm trying to find I think through my experiences, basically what I am able to talk on, and I think I've gotten some firsthand knowledge on, is our place, what's happening to us in this legal system, and what the media is essentially doing to us. And
Whoa, hold up. Oh, I got the receipts, y'all. Yes, indeed. Let's go there. This is in the early 1990s, family. Okay, listen to what he said. Listen to what that man just said right there, y'all. Let me run that back. This man speaks about the legal system and what's happening to us. This the OJ they didn't want to talk about. This the OJ they didn't want to speak on. We're going to speak on it. We're going to speak on it. We're going to talk that real. Listen to this right here, y'all. He's speaking about it. They don't want to talk about this OJ. We're going to talk about this OJ. They don't want to shine light on the brother. We're going to shine light on the brother. They don't want to talk about the things he did good. We're going to talk about the things he did good. If they can run around here and find every supremacist and race soldier and tell us how great of a kid, great of a dad, great of a parent they are, then we can talk about our brother and what he did good.
sometimes you're called to do things. At this point, I'm trying to find I think through my experiences, basically what I am able to talk on, and I think I've gotten some firsthand knowledge on, is our place, what's happening to us in this legal system, and what the media is essentially doing to us. And I'm trying to find a way to mobilize and take advantage of this unusual situation that if I'm anything, I am an attraction at this point. There's something about this perceived infamy. I just got invited to go and speak to Oxford, of all places, in England. So I'm going there next week to speak in Oxford, and I'm trying to get my thesis together, or at least get it organized, so I'll be able to best communicate the things that I think I need to communicate. And I think that quite possibly all of this obviously means something, this thing that I've gone through. I focus on the media. I see what the media has been, have done to me. Obviously, I see what it's done to everyone. I've paid a lot of attention to Marlon Brando a few weeks ago, and the things that Marlon Brando, that happened with Marlon Brando. And I don't understand why nobody tried to intellectualize exactly what he was saying there. They were able, the Jewish community was able to focus on shutting him up. In 3 days, they had the man literally on his knees apologizing.
Whoa! People on their knees apologizing. Family, were we not just sitting there talking about everybody who got to apologize? Didn't we just sit there and say that O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby are the only two people to face the system of supremacy and not apologize? I'm just saying.
At the same time, we had some individuals, one a black man, who was able to make, to me, what was even more damaging remarks, racial remarks, when they talked about the jury in my case, that the minute that they saw this group of people, they knew they couldn't get a verdict. I think about my sister that's sitting right here. I think about my mother, and I think about that jury because I saw a bunch of my sisters and mothers on that jury, and I was thinking, how could these people get away with saying that? I thought that was a slap in the face to every black person in America, that they were saying because they're black, that they can't make an informed decision, that they would let, if the evidence showed, a murderer go free.
Listen to that right there, y'all. Listen to what that man just said. That man said that they were telling the jurors, you couldn't make an honest decision because you are black. We just sat here on this show and said they're telling us the same exact thing. That's what Stephen A. Smith said. That's exactly what the news anchor said on CNN. That's the same exact play, y'all. They try to tell us that we can't make an honest decision today in 2024, same way they were telling them they couldn't make an honest decision back in 1995.
And I wondered why in the community I didn't hear, hey man, we want an apology. Right. And I realized that's because, well, in some areas we were getting that. And I realized that, I don't know, some way we haven't been able to mobilize like the Jewish community has mobilized. I see a commercial, you see it, a movie started that they call The Great White Hype. Yeah. And there's a line that he says that when I was in the theater and I saw it, I was saying that, you know, black unity was like jumbo shrimp, you know, and I mean, that has stuck with me. And I say it's supposed to be funny, but it isn't funny. It's just not something that we should be laughing at. And so what I'm trying to do, and I'm spending some time with my brothers over here, Minister Tony, where's Mohammed? Did Mohammed come back? Who's really been helping me. Mabel over here, pardon me? Yes. Yeah, who have I've been meeting with, trying to find a way to mobilize this, try to find a way, there's a thing I call in the legal system. When I was down in county jail, sometimes your eyes are open. I think what I've done is something that, what my life has done, I should say, is something that's happened with a lot of black men in America. I grew up in the projects. You know, no one has to tell me you act black. Hey, I grew up in the projects. I know about being black. I am black. Most of the causes.
Wait a minute. I grew up in the projects. I am black. Remember, I'm not black. I'm OJ. You understand? So this is what we're talking about, fam. This is what we're saying. This is what we mean when we say that there's two sides to every story. I see you said, what's this, Nightfall drop? What you say? No. Hold on. I seen a comment in here. Okay, sorry. Hold on. What you say, brother? Or sister, I'm sorry. Sorry, Ben. While I do not support what the white supremacist system and the judicial system did to OJ, I will not make him a hero to the black community. Well, ain't nobody making him a hero to the black community. Nobody ever said, not one time have I said hero. You said hero. I never said nothing about him being a hero to the black community. What I said is that he is a black man who went through the system of supremacy, and he has never, ever went to jail for harming any W. And at the same time as well, what has O.J. Simpson ever done to black people? Did O.J. Simpson ever unalive a black person? Did O.J. Simpson ever beat up a black person? What crime did he ever commit against a black person? I can't think of none. What transactions that he's ever done that's harmed black people? I can't think of none. But we do know that O.J. Simpson went against the system of supremacy. Right there, the man said he was black. And at the end of the day, nobody's talking about a hero. We're talking about giving that man his proper etiquette and his just due. That's what it's about. And if a man can't get his just due for being a black person in the United States of America, going through the system of supremacy, never harming a black person, then at the end of the day, I guess it just ain't going to work for folks. So nah, OJ, I ain't got no problem with O.J. Simpson. And at the end of the day, there's bigger fish to fry. So no, certified salute to OJ. OJ ain't never did nothing. Nobody ever called him a hero. So you got that all the way wrong. You need to go back way back to the beginning of this video and recheck it. Ain't nobody ever called O.J. Simpson no hero. What O.J. Simpson is, he's exactly what I am and what some other brothers and sisters are. They're black people. That's what he is. He's a black person who is a foundational black American who was railroaded by the system of supremacy, went through all of that, and has no list. If you look at O.J. Simpson's list, you won't see a crime against a black person on there. And if he committed crimes against black people, we would call it out for what it is. O.J. Simpson was not guilty. I'm not going to let somebody say by de facto he's guilty, or he's kind of guilty, or he's not a hero. See, when you say he's not a hero, you're kind of trying to make it look like, well, we need to come down and bring him down. It starts off with, we're not going to make OJ a hero, and then it ends with, I told y'all he's bad. They'll reel that all the way into that. We're not doing none of that with OJ Simpson. Not at all. That's the way it is. And you're going to have a whole lot of brothers and sisters you may not agree with. We got some brothers and sisters in our family that we may not agree with. But at the end of the day, are we going to say, well, you ain't no hero of mine? No, that's a brother. That's a sister. We're going to rock. We've seen this happen consistently, but we're not going to sit there and see the system use it against him and then have that same system use it against all of us. I got something else I want to show you. And that last clip right there with OJ speaking, you'll never see that. They'll never show you that clip right there of OJ Simpson. And I think that was very, very honorable. I think that was very, very professional. And any certified foundational Black American at the minimum can go ahead and show respect to that. So definitely. And let's also say this as well. OJ Simpson he passed away. OJ Simpson passed away. OJ Simpson passed away of cancer, and OJ Simpson has a family at the end of the day. And if somebody ain't going to ride, we going to ride. So that's what it is. So let's checkmate on that one. This right here is OJ Simpson talking about his roots, all right, in Louisiana. What we want to do here, family, we want to shed light on OJ Simpson because we've seen enough bad light shined on OJ Simpson. We've seen a lot of negativity on OJ Simpson. So let's show some love to OJ. Check this out right here, y'all.
Hey,
by the way, OJ is a foundational Black American, all right? And we know it's FBA against the world. If we got a certified foundational Black American, and they may not do things we agree with, they still a certified foundational Black American. If we got a foundational Black American that does some things that may be on a different page and we may not operate that way, they're still a foundational Black American. That's some tether talk. That's some non-FBA talk. That's some off-coded talk. We ride for ours. We don't throw them under the bus.
This world is me, yours truly. Well, let me start off by congratulating Jaden Daniels. I hate to say he's the one I voted for, but all the guys deserved it. But that guy's numbers were unbelievable. And historically, I guess the first college team I ever cheered for was LSU because they had a hell of a team back then. And they used to call the Chinese Bandits was the name of their defense. And I thought that was a cool name. And I spent most of my early years summer on my grandfather's farm in Louisiana. But anyway, congratulations, Jay. I think all you guys deserve it, but you did, in my opinion, deserve it the most. Well, today we got professional football and we got a couple of games. Whew, don't get any better than Philly and Dallas or Buffalo and Kansas City. Boy, this afternoon, this is some football coming up to us. But go Bills, gotta say that. Go Bills. They've beaten Kansas City in the last two league games that they played. They've lost in the playoffs. But I think they gotta win. They really do. They want to get in the playoffs this year. This is one of the teams they're going to have to beat. In any event, go Niners, go Bills. Congratulations once again to Jaden. Take care.
We seen he was struggling. We seen OJ Simpson was going through some things, and we seen he stood up all the way to the end. So that's what's respectable, and that's what we always going to stand on. See, we stand on the family, fam. We stand on the family. We know that when it comes to foundational Black Americans, at the end of the day, we always say we all we got. You understand what I'm saying? And I live by this code. Unless you harm a foundational Black American, you in good standards with foundational Black Americans. I don't give a damn what someone does over there. I don't give a damn what they do over there, especially if the dominant society comes down on them. So if you stand with foundational Black Americans and you don't ever cross our path or jump in front of it, I'm going to be real with you. People like Stephen A. Smith and Marcus Lemoyce Hill, them people are far more a detriment to the community than OJ ever was. I said it. Yep. Jason Whitlock, Roland Martin, them people are far more against it. What you're dealing with when you start dealing with our brother OJ Simpson, what you're dealing with is somebody at the end of the day who went through everything, went through the nonsense, still came out, still went out on top. If you can beat the dominant society, I say that's a good damn thing. I say that's a damn good thing. But this is what I want to show y'all, fam. Look at this right here. This is something that actually came out, and there's new developments. This is some exclusive work y'all gonna see right here on the Black Alpha Network. Look at this right here, y'all. OJ's final insult. Secretive website of companies and cash only rule to keep fortune from victims' families. They coming after this man's money even after this man passed away. Yes, and we all know that OJ Simpson, he put in a bunch of clauses that they couldn't get the money, right? Right? We're gonna go there. It's a Black Alpha Network exclusive, y'all. We know that he put in a bunch of parameters to where they couldn't actually get his money. We know that for a fact. Well, since that first came up, fam, there's been a whole lot of things. The good point right there. By the way, yep, nobody said anything about Ben Roethlisberger, did they? Ben Roethlisberger was doing all types of things. Ben Roethlisberger out there in Pittsburgh. Nobody said no. We would be sitting here until next year if we went down the list of all the damn things that the dominant society has done and how they cape for everybody in the dominant society. We would be here forever. But yet they want to get mad at us. They don't want it, fam, to strengthen what we do, to strengthen riding. We don't throw people under the bus or to the trash. We don't do that. That's not in our time frame, family. But notice that right there. They've been putting it out, fam, that when you start talking about OJ's situation, a lot of new developments have happened. They've been trying to get to his money. That's one of the things we know for a fact they've been trying to get to his money. They like, nah, we can't let this man get it. Think about it, fam. The man literally beat everything that we're talking about. And they're still trying to take his money. So he went ahead and he put in some things to make sure that, you know, they wouldn't get to the money. And we got to go ahead and commend that. We got to say that's a solid thing. But do you know, fam? And I'm going to pull up the whole article. Because mind you, when they try to hit him with that civil suit and they try to make him pay, OJ never paid any of that money. Never at all. And let's go real. Let's go all the way there as well, fam. This is something nobody else wants to talk about. OJ Simpson is so hated that they literally retried him. I would be remiss if I did not sit here and bring up the actual Las Vegas case. Everybody remembers the Las Vegas case with OJ Simpson. Yeah. In that Las Vegas case, they literally hit him with a double jeopardy. Yes, they did. How in the world does somebody go to jail for taking back their own stuff? Let's go there. So after you have the situation in California, in the early 2000s, they got OJ Simpson. He served 9 years in prison for taking back his own materials. Do you guys know that the actual judge, this is how the system of supremacy works. The actual judge waited until the same hour that they read the case in 1995 to read the same case in the 2000s in Las Vegas. All right. The dominant society was doing a bunch of underhanded stuff. They were sending a bunch of dog whistles. They made OJ Simpson. What did he get for taking his own stuff? He got a 33-year sentence, which matched the $33 million that he got convicted with in the civil case. The judge in Las Vegas was doing a bunch of low-key supremacist action, and they were trying to send dog signals so they can get some type of revenge on him. They literally waited. They waited. They were supposed to read the verdict in Las Vegas at like 12 o'clock. The judge literally waited so he can announce the verdict the same exact hour that the verdict was announced in California in 95. He gave him a 33-year sentence, which is $33 million reflective of the civil suit. That was some supremacist dog whistle stuff. That was straight up supremacist dog whistles. They completely retried him. And a lot of people don't know. When O.J. Simpson went to go retrieve all of his items, he had a few people with him. One of them was a black man. The black man who went with O.J., he ended up going to jail. O.J. ended up going to jail. And the W guy who was with O.J., who said he was O.J.'s friend, he's the guy who was recording the whole situation. He got immunity and never went to jail. So you're talking about O.J. Simpson and a couple other people go to retrieve O.J. Simpson's stuff, and the W man secretly records it, gets some type of immunity, never goes to jail, and all the black people go to jail. They give him a 33-year sentence for the $33 million in the civil suit, and they announced the case the same hour they announced the case in California. The dominant society was out to get him from day one. Don't let nobody tell you that OJ, he looked at the system and was taunting them. No, OJ knows that he was done wrong, not only in California, but also in Las Vegas. And OJ said, if that's the way the game is played, that's the way the game is played. And think about it. After he got out, OJ lived a quiet life on the golf course. What more could that person do? Anybody who's still mad at OJ Simpson is somebody who really has problems with black people. That's what it's really about. They can say whatever they want, but all of this is a proxy for black people. You really don't like black folks. It was all a setup. That's all it was. They threw in these little pieces, family, so they can get them. And it was all nonsense. And the man went to go get his own stuff. Never in the history of the world have you got, and by the way, they gave his stuff back to him. They gave him his stuff back. A lot of people don't know that. The stuff that he went to go retrieve, he literally got it back. So that's them admitting that there was no crime. It was a revenge. And then the actual judge, who was the judge in Las Vegas, this person was actually subpoenaed to give documents during 95. That person should have never been on the damn case in the first place. They bent every rule to get O.J. Simpson in jail, the same way they bent every single rule to get our brother Bill Cosby in jail. Bill Cosby, they went back in time to get Bill Cosby. They literally went way back in time and broke every statute of limitation to get Bill Cosby. They broke every single law to get O.J. Simpson, and they will do the same thing to all of us. That's why we ride it. That's why we ride. Look at this right here, family. Look at this right here, right here, right here. Certified salute to you, Nikki the Goddess. I see you, family. Certified salute, sister. O.J. Simpson, executor, says Ron Goldman's family will get zero, nothing from estate. Here we go. This is what we all been talking about. I'm not paying for that. But listen, this is what we're saying right here, family. Simpson's lawyer, Malcolm Lavrenge, pledges that no money from the estate will go towards repaying wrongful death lawsuit. That is what you see right there. They were making precautions just so they knew it. Family, why are you still trying to get money from that man? Why are you still trying to get money from this man that many years later? Really? This is what they're on, family? They're really trying to get money from that man this many years later? This is what it is. The man literally did nothing in the court of law, and they are still trying to get his money from him. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. But you know, there's no shame in the system of supremacy, not at all. You see right there, they were trying, fam. Oh, they wanted all the money. They said, give me the money right now. We gonna get it. We gonna make sure that this man gives it up. And they seen OJ was still playing them then. OJ was still on game then. Come on, family. What does that tell you? OJ was one step ahead of them the whole damn time. They cannot live with that. That is just eating them alive, y'all. I'm telling you right now, that is eating them alive. OJ was in front of them the whole time just because OJ Simpson was doing that. That is why they're mad. That is why they are pissed off, family. And this is why they cannot accept it, family. This is why, because OJ was doing that. But in the middle of all this happening, some strange things started to occur, fam. And this lets you know that the system of supremacy will railroad anybody. Anybody can be railroaded in the system of supremacy because the system of supremacy is an unlawful, unjust system. We all know that. We all seen that. We all live with that. But that's not the only case, y'all. Look at this right here. I want to show this to the family. Look at this. Look at this right here. We see that story right there, right? Let me show y'all something that came across the line. I just seen this today. I seen this on ESPN today. Look at this, fam. It's a damn shame, but this is the way the game is, like we talk about, fam. It's the way the game is played. All right. So the fact is that they hunt this man down really because they can't accept, and by all them folks is racist. All them folks is racist. Look what has come across the timeline right now, y'all. Y'all not gonna believe this. It's a Black Alpha Network exclusive. First off, y'all know they messing with this video because y'all know damn well ain't 68 people in this room. Y'all look at that right now. There's not 60. What are y'all saying? Is this showing y'all 68 people are in the room? Tell me what y'all seeing, because it is telling me there's 68 people, and they know damn well there ain't no 68 people in this room. No. It said that just a couple minutes ago, and then it jumped all the way up to 500 people. So, yeah. My brother called me the other day and told me that they was doing this type of stuff. So, all right. They know that's a lie. But that's all good. That's all good. Okay, it says 46. Okay. Y'all know damn well there ain't no 46 people in it. 495. Damn, we got 495 and we got 46. Which one? Come on. They know damn well that ain't the case. Y'all can't see it, but on my screen, it says that there's 500 people in here. Now it's saying 17. Now 12. Oh, they know they lying. You know you lying. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop, YouTube. Somebody else, you see 582? Okay. I see another 582. Okay. They know they lying. 17? Oh, they know they lying. This is what we deal with, y'all. This is what we deal with. This is what happens to all the people in the Black grassroots media. 8 people it says in here. Family, I can count more than 8 people in the chat. This is what we talk about. This is why we got to stay on it. This is why we got to continue to put in work, fam. They're going to always do this when we start speaking the truth. Look at that right there. Look at that right there, family. Right here on my screen, it's telling me I got 500 plus people in here. It's 500 people. I knew it was some funny style stuff too when I came back too. I knew it was some funny style stuff, but it's all great. It's all great. My people in Louisiana say it's all great. They know they lying. They know they lying. They lying. Hey, they lying just like Marsha Clark. They lying just like Judge Ito. All right, they know what it is. They mad. This what it is, family. They know they pissed off right here. They know they pissed off. They only do this to, yes, they only do this to the new black media, family. This is what it is. You'll go from 600 people, and then they'll say you got 7 people. You know, they might say 4.5, but this is what we deal with all the time because we on code. This is what happens. See, fam, they didn't do this back in the old days. Back in the old days, they couldn't have this type of energy. Back in the old days, they would flip-flop, and you had to deal with people. The fact that we giving the real truth and the real facts, and we putting it down, this lets you know. It's going to hop up in a minute. It's going to pop all the way back. Literally, I see more than 8 people in the chat. Literally, right now. So they know they lying. They know it unsubscribed you. Thank you, family. If you can, please unsubscribe because they be doing, I be getting DMs from people. I be getting DMs, fam. They be on some real funny stuff. Yeah, 4.5. Yep. They'll tell you got 4.5 people in there, and then you'll look, and there be like 500 people saying, man, it was a great show last night. Yeah, we already know what type of time it is. I had to address this live because they do this to all of us. Trust me. All my brothers, all my sisters who in the new black media, they do the same exact thing, family. Yeah, so it's real talk. We good, though. We working, we building, we working, we shining, we grinding. They witnessing greatness, fam, so they got to say whatever they say, but they can't say it like we do, fam. So let them keep on talking. We going to keep on doing it, man. They already know what it is. They already know. 582, see? Bunch of people saying a whole bunch of things. So basically 600 people, and they telling us there's 6. Big difference. Look at this, though, fam. It don't stop. We're going to keep on dropping. It's down to 3. It's telling me 3 people. Yo, hey, do me a favor. Screenshot it for me, y'all. If y'all can, please screenshot that, fam. We got to go ahead. I got to keep that on record. We're going to record all that stuff. But look at this, fam. I want to show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. Moving on past them. Hold up. Wait a minute. Look at this right there. Let me give y'all the case. Here we go, y'all. We just seen the last story that we just pointed out. Look at this now. It says, hold on. Here we go. Y'all see somebody say, okay. We got, yeah. Okay, 582. Okay. Listen, wait a minute. Before we go there. Oh, they going extra tonight. All right, Queen just hit me and said the like button is not working either. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Star. I appreciate that. Okay. Yes. I have. Okay, the like button ain't working. They dropped the people down to 4. Oh, they know they don't subscribe to people. They know what they doing. Oh, yeah. They think they own one. 3. Oh, they know they lying. Oh, no. They know they fronting. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Oh, they know they lying. 3. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already counted more than what they showing. Family, 3 people. The like button ain't working. And by the way, when I get on here, I can't even see. They're not letting me even see like how many people are in the chat. Like they won't let me see it. It'll just show the show, but it won't let you know how many people are in there. We see how the game is going. Oh, they think they slick. Okay. Yeah, you did tell me they was messing with Phil Scott too. Yep. Okay. This is what they do. Okay. All right. OJ, the OJ thing must have really shook him up a little bit. But, you know, it don't just be OJ. It be everybody. Oh, we got some damn. Okay. We rocking. They own it. They see what it is. Wait till they hear my speech. Okay? Wait till the reparations rally. They're going to really be mad at the speech because that's going to be uncensored, uncut. Yeah. Wait till they hear that. That's what's really going to set them off, right? This is the family affair, though. We in here all the way live, y'all. I'm screenshotting this right now, by the way, family. So I'm putting all this in there right now. I'm documenting all this. Yeah, they mad. Okay. Yeah. All right. If y'all can, clear your cache on your settings on YouTube and then start liking the video again. That's the way around it. Just clear your cache. I got my brother warned me about this yesterday. You warned me, brother, who just sent me that text. You did, bro. You warned me, bro. Yes, you did. You said they was on some funny style stuff. We be knowing. My sound, Summer Breeze, they got your sound off? Damn. They won't let you give the thumbs up. I appreciate that, brother. Can't wait to see you in DC, family. Can't wait, man. Can't wait, brother. Oh, we going all the way in DC. DC's going to be something special. Something super special. Okay. I appreciate that too, sister. I got it. Okay, they won't let you hit the thumb. So basically, nobody can thumbs up. They dropped all this, the completely. Okay, they won't let nobody thumbs up. They completely dropped the like button. Okay, and they unliked it. Okay. Okay. Yep, I see mine went back. Mine is okay, it's at 4. Now I'm back at 6. I knew it was something, family, because it went from like I had seen 600 people and then it just dropped back down. Y'all know we stay packed. Okay. Okay, they not letting. Oh, yeah, that's okay because we got screenshots. They unliked you. Okay, they unliked that. Okay. All right. Okay. They on one today. They on one, family. They on one. They cannot stop. I'm the wrong one because all that's gonna do is make me go 100 times harder. 100 times harder. I knew it was happening. I'm just glad I got my whole family in here. I'm glad y'all confirming it for me. I'm glad y'all confirming it for me, man. I appreciate that. Y'all just confirming something that I needed to see. I'm glad this is what it is. See, only on the Black Off Network, we're going to pull out the phone. We're going to be I'll text y'all right now while we on live. I don't even care. I'll go get some grapes from the refrigerator. It don't mean nothing. We all here. We family. We in here as one family. This is what's up. This is what it is. All right. I knew there was some funny style issues, but now that y'all confirmed it for me, now I really see the play. I really see the play. All right. Here we go. Okay. Somebody else got dropped. Okay. So they dropping people out the room. Okay. Somebody sees 583. We got 600 people in here, and it says 3. It's showing me 3. And then other people are seeing 583. Look at that, y'all. This is what we deal with. That's why it's so important and more important that we stick together and we put out our message and we continue to be the grassroots, which is all of us. We see all the hurdles and obstacles. We see all the ops against us. We see all the haters against us. It says 2 on mine right now, by the way. We see what we talking about, fam. This is a joke, though. You ain't lying. 5 is hilarious. That's a joke. They better stop. Like, you talking about 3 people? They not even trying at this point. But that's okay. It just shows y'all the hate is real. And they only hate you if you're great. I said it. Hey, didn't I say it? I said it when we started off this, fam. They witnessing greatness. I'm talking about all of us. All of us. They already know. They dropping the likes too. Appreciate that. All right. All good. All good. See that right there, family? This is what we talking about. This is what we saying. This is why they hate foundational Black Americans. They hate it. They only hating us, fam, because we on the right path. They only hating us because we on code. They only trying to pull these games. They trying to do us like OJ. You see what I'm saying? They trying to do us like OJ, family. Ain't that something? God damn. They won't stop. They won't stop. And I know it's the likes that got up and then the likes that just stopped. The likes just stopped. It was just like, nope, we done got enough likes. No. Okay, they just took your like away. Damn, they taking people's likes away. Don't take nobody like away. We in here. All right, here we go. All good. All good. All good. All good. All right, let's continue the show. Since we done G-checked and regulated, they can't stop us. Never. That right there. Boom. Certified all day. Black Alpha Network. That's all the haters right there. All the haters, deal with it. Y'all take that. We in the building. Certifies, family. Check this out right here, y'all. I want y'all to see this. This is what we were talking about right here, family. This is what we was talking about. Whoa. Let me run that OJ back. All right. Because we still going to cook right here, family. Look at this right here. I need y'all to see this. So we see that they trying to still get OJ's money, right? All right. They still trying to get OJ's money. Look what came out today, y'all. OJ Simpson's lawyer says Fred Goldman's claim will be accepted. Look at that right there, fam. They said now, at first, they were saying that OJ was not going to, they were not going to give the pay. That's what they said, right? We just pulled up the article a second ago. They said that they were not going to accept the claim. Look at that right now, y'all. This just broke in a few hours, y'all. You ain't lying. Ain't no stopping us now. We in here. Look at this right here, y'all. OJ Simpson's lawyer says Fred Goldman's claim will be accepted. We just showed them saying that they were trying to get it and they were not going to allow them. What happened in a few hours that out of nowhere, y'all, they're letting these people get it? We just seen that they had companies that said that they were not going to allow it. Yes, let me show you just one more time. One more time. This is how quick things change. Look at this right here. Oh, we still reporting. We still breaking it down. Black grassroots activists in the building. All the technology and all the ops can hate. They can drop it down to 3 people in the room because we know we about 500, 600 strong. And when we strong, we stronger than ever. We gonna continue to work. Let's cook. O.J. Simpson's final insult. Secretive web of companies and cash only rule that the families cannot get the money. That right there saying that the families couldn't get the money. Now out of nowhere, y'all, they done put something in somebody's ear so they done flip-flopped it back. And just within the last hours, this was breaking news I seen on ESPN today. O.J. Simpson's lawyer said that the claims will be accepted. They're going to give these folks the money. Okay, the same executor that we just seen a minute ago, family, that said they ain't getting zero. The executor, here we go. Let me make this big for the family to see. Let me make this big for y'all to see. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's rock. The executor of O.J. Simpson's estate has reversed his stance on working to prevent a payout of a $33.5 million judgment awarded by the jury to the families of Simpson's ex-wife Nicole Brown and her friend Ron Goldman in the wrongful death case. Attorney Malcolm Larange or whatever has told the Las Vegas Review late last week that his hope was that the Goldmans get nothing, and that he would do everything in my capacity as an executor or personal representative to try to ensure that they got nothing. However, on Monday, in a telephone call to the Hollywood Reporter, Larange, I can tell you in advance, the Fred Goldman claim will be accepted, and his claim will be handled in accordance to Nevada law. What? Really? How did flip that fast, y'all? Listen to what he said. It said literally, let's go up. It said late last week. Mind you, family, it's Tuesday. Late last week is Saturday or Sunday. That is a mere 3 or 4 days ago. It said that late last week, he said they're getting nothing, zero, and I would do everything in my capacity as the personal representative to try to ensure that he gets nothing. However, on Monday, he makes a telephone call that says, I can tell you in advance that they're going to get the money and we're going to give it according to Nevada law. That money belongs to OJ's kids. That money belongs to O.J. Simpson's family. You know, the same family that they don't ever want to talk about or mention that his kids still love their father, that his kids still are out here representing. The system of supremacy is going to try to get a brother or sister one way or another. Simpson died on Wednesday without having paid the lion's share of the civil judgment that was awarded in 1997 after jurors found him liable. With his assets set to go through the probate process, the Goldman and Brown families could be in line to get paid a piece of whatever Simpson left behind. Larange, who represented Simpson since 2009, this man represented him since 2009, said his comments in the Review Journal were not directed towards Fred Goldman, but instead the attorneys representing him. So now this man's tap dancing. What he's trying to say, y'all, is he's trying to make it look like, oh, I never said it was really for him. I meant it was really his lawyers. No, what we're seeing here, family, I'm going to say a name. I'm going to say a name, and I guarantee y'all going to know exactly what I'm talking about. What this sounds like, and it sounds clearly like this. Family, this is a Conrad Murray situation. Yes, y'all remember Conrad Murray? Y'all remember Conrad? Conrad Murray was the guy that was on it. Y'all know who he is. He was on the news every single day. The whole Michael Jackson situation. Conrad. They convicted Conrad Murray. He went to jail, and he probably got out, got a lump sum of money for doing some dirty work for the system of supremacy, and you never heard of him again. Conrad Murray took the supremacist bag, and he disappeared. Conrad Murray was gone. This is what they do. They'll use all of these people. Somebody went and got to that guy. And you're right. They legally backdoored it. The same way that they backdoored OJ when he was around. They pulled a Conrad Murray. That guy done got that damn phone call, and they told his ass, listen, here's what's going to happen. All that shit you talking, well, we going to give them nothing and zero. They saying, no. You're going to do it, or you losing your license, or we might have something on you. I don't know. You might have something in your car. You might have some person pop up at your house. Guarantee you, what you better do is you better go ahead and start writing them checks to the Goldman Simpson Brown family. And he said, okay. He said, all right. They got right to him real quick. Boom. And that's what happened. This man pulled a complete backdoor. He tap danced all the way back into the building. And now, all of a sudden, they cut in the money, y'all. They was going to do it. I got another person. A lot of people don't know this. Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's lawyer that he had, by the way, since he was a child, Stevie Wonder's lawyer quietly, okay, you was unsubscribed? Okay, I thought so, fam, because they were doing some funny things right there. Just keep smashing the like button, y'all. Now we know the type of time they on, so now we watch it. So if they unsubscribe you, subscribe on back. If they, take your like away, smash it again, family. We're going to keep on pushing. They're going to have to deal with it. So yes, you're right. Absolutely. They threatened him. They let him know off top real quick. They said, this is what you gonna do, and this is what you better do. Same with Conrad Murray. So they took him, they gave him that same play. He started cutting the checks, and it's what happened with Stevie Wonder's lawyer. Stevie Wonder has a lawyer that he had since he was a kid. This W man, he wrote into one of his contracts in his estate. He stole millions of dollars from Stevie Wonder, if you guys remember the story. He stole millions of dollars from Stevie Wonder, and he put in his contract that his estate will always receive millions of dollars. It was like 0.6, which really equates to millions of dollars. They literally told this man, they did it, and Stevie Wonder didn't know. This was his childhood lawyer he had since he was a kid. So they went back, family, and he put it in, hit a little thing, and he said, you get 6.2% of Stevie Wonder's estate. And the lawyer said, I'll get it for the rest of my life. His estate to get it. So what ended up happening, family, since the man wrote he doesn't get the money, his estate gets the money. That means that his kids and his kids and his kids, as long as there's a Stevie Wonder catalog, Stevie Wonder's lawyer's family will always get the money. Always get the money. And there's nothing that they can do about it. So Stevie Wonder sues. Stevie Wonder goes to court. Stevie Wonder says, man, well, hold up now. I want my money back. He said, no. I need my money. And his wife of the lawyer, okay, because the guy passed away. So let me reframe that. Stevie Wonder's lawyer put a clause in the contract that says he will always receive millions of dollars from Stevie Wonder's estate, and his estate will get paid the money. So when that guy passed away, his lawyer, it didn't stop with him. He put the language in there that his kids and his kids and his kids and his kids will always receive money from Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder didn't know this, so Stevie Wonder goes to court. Stevie Wonder says, I want my, $30 million back. And the guy's wife says, okay, tell you what, we'll give you $15 million. Stevie said, no, I didn't say 15. I said the whole 30. You're not deserving of none of my money. She tried to play him. She tried to say, we'll give you half of that back. And Stevie's saying, you didn't deserve any of it. You're not going to take 15 million from me and slide me off. She tried to be slick. Stevie a hustler. Stevie real one. Stevie said, no. You're not going to take $30 million from me and then feed me back 15. That's like somebody steals your car and then they give you back the tires. You say, no, I want the whole car. All right. You take $10 from me. I want all my money back. So they went to court about that. And I think it's still in litigation. But this is what happens. The lawyer stole money from Stevie. You got Conrad Murray. And obviously you got this case right here where the money's going back to the family. So this is why we always, family, we got to get our paperwork game right. We got to get our money game right. And there's a long laundry list of this stuff. Yep. Stevie, Prince, Rick James, Michael. It's all about the publishing. It's all about the paperwork. That's another reason why this generation is so strong. We done became business savvy. And a lot of people say that, but we say it and mean it. We've been studying the Dr. Claus and everybody, the economists, the sociologists. We've been studying. We understand you got to be on point. You go as far as your paperwork goes. If your paperwork is strong, you're strong. They always try to end this out. Somebody else that people don't really talk about. Let's talk about, you got Prince, you got Michael Jackson. Like we said, you got Stevie Wonder. Another person that nobody really talks about is not only them, but you can go all the way back, as my man said, Bill Cosby, because Bill Cosby, we all know that he was fixing to buy. What was he about to buy, y'all? Was it NBC or something? What was Bill Cosby about to buy? Y'all let me know. Bill Cosby was about to get that bag. He was about to get that big bag. He's about to buy the whole company. And what happened? James Brown, That's another one. James Brown. Remember, Michael Jackson gave him his stuff. Little Richard, he gave him his stuff. We got to look out for each other financially. We got to be all the way down, y'all. Y'all know Bill Cosby was about to go ahead and he was about to buy everything that he did, and we know what happened with his son. Let's be real, fam. They was on some funny style stuff. So we have to keep our paperwork game right. We got to keep our paperwork game strong, and this is the way they can't pull. NBC, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Yes, 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 yes. NBC. And then they said, oh, hell no. No. Won't be no getting in NBC. Trust me. Had Bill Cosby got a hold of NBC, that's where it starts. See, they're not just worried about the first go. Next thing you know, you're going to look up and Bill Cosby going to own half the damn entertainment industry. And you're not getting no damn Good Times cartoon. And you ain't getting no A Different World and they dancing at the damn White House with Kamala Harris. You ain't getting none of that. Same with Michael Jackson. It starts with you getting one thing and then that trickles on to everything else. Same with Prince. Prince talked about the music industry in the 1990s that it goes on today. Prince said, we need to get rid of the record label and we need to go independent. He said, if the record label wants to be a distributor, fine. But all this stuff where they own your music, they own all your likings, your assets, we got to get rid of it. And if you look now, what? The main record labels aren't really big no more. The independents are more big because that game. So we've got the brothers and sisters that were laying down the knowledge way back in the day. Now we're getting it. Now we're going stronger. Now we're moving on. So it's on us to take these lessons. This is why we sit here and this is why we convene. This is why we chop it up. This is why we break it down, family, so we understand where it's coming from. We can look at the OJ case, learn from it. We can look at Prince, Michael Jackson, learn from it. You ever want to learn anything from Michael Jackson? Made beautiful music, listen to his business. Same with Prince. Beautiful music, listen to his business. Same with Stevie Wonder. It's the same exact thing. It's on us focusing on our business. Once we get our business intact, they can't pull this. So this is why we've been on game so long. This is why we've been doing it. This is why we've been on it, and they can't do nothing about it. We as foundational Black Americans, we are the only ones who can take care. You're right about that. Whitney Houston. Yep. Took Whitney Houston's catalog. A lot of people don't know when Prince passed away, they ended up getting Sony back from Michael Jackson that same week. Yes, go look at it. Go look. And guess what they were doing? They were intimidating the family. All right. The Jacksons who got, after Michael Jackson passed, the Jacksons, the estate, okay, his next of kin, his heir to his throne, they ended up getting all of those rights. We always talk about how Michael Jackson ended up getting all the money and he owned all the catalogs. What happened to all of those catalogs, y'all? What happened to him? We know Mike got him when he was alive, but after they took out Mike, what happened to the catalogs? That stuff all went back to Sony. And it literally happened the same week Prince passed away. No lie. I remember when Prince passed, I was literally seeing 2 days later, it says Sony gets back all the catalog from Michael Jackson. No, man, they're here to play the long game. They're here to play the long game. The same way they're sitting here messing with the numbers, the same way they're trying to backdoor it, the same way they're trying to, drop subscribers and they're trying to drop the likes. They'll play all these tricky things, and it's on us to know it. It's on us to counter it. It's on us to be ahead of the game. And that's what we specialize in, family. We are being ahead of the game. And this is why they can't stop us at all. This is what they're continuously doing, it, fam. They will rob you, and they'll do it from the cradle to beyond the grave. It's no means. The dominant society plays the long game. They'll play 50 to 100 years. Now it's time that we start playing 500 years in advance. That's what we got to do. Don Cornelius, another one. What about Don Cornelius? A lot of people, go look at how Don Cornelius passed away. He was having some weird financial issues where they were trying to get his money. So we know the type of games that they played. We know the type of times they were on. Out of nowhere. I mean, y'all want to really, let's think about it, family. If you really want to go there, let's really think about this. Every Black person that you see in the music industry, Whitney, she went away on some crazy stuff, right? Real strange, real mysterious. Prince, Michael Jackson, Don Cornelius, like of all people, right? All of these people, and there's many more. If I'm forgetting some, y'all let me know. All of these people all went away in a very mysterious way. Aaliyah, we can go there. Y'all want to go there? We can go there, okay? Let's just go. All of these Black people go in some strange ways. But you mean to tell me the Marilyn Mansons, all right, the Ozzy Osbournes of the world, all right, the damn, the Beach Boys, all of these people, all these rock groups, all these people, they all go nice and swiftly. But there's always something funny style when it comes to our people. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real. You're right. Michael Jackson's family sold it for $700 million. And to be honest with you, it probably was worth more than $700 million. No, it's not probably. That's $1 billion catalog. That's a plus $1 billion catalog. And it sold for $700 million. $700 million is literally crumbs for that catalog, straight up and down. Yes, indeed. And let's be real, they're probably being intimidated. And they got the same thing that happened with Stevie Wonder. They came and they took $40 from you and they gave your ass back 20. That's what it is. This is the way they're trying to play the game, family. So they try to hustle us to do it. Jimi Hendrix, good point, my brother. Jimi Hendrix, Otis Redding, yes, indeed. James Brown, yes, indeed. Come on, we can just go down the list. We can go down the list. Black brothers and sisters don't make it out the game clean. But yet you got people from the dominant society that have been drug abusers for years. And they always are stuck. They're always around. You feel what I'm saying? So come on, Sam Cooke. Yes. Yes. Donny Hathaway. Yes. You're right. Yes. Right there. The Beatles for 700 million is an insult. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking about $700 million for that catalog, some phone calls were made. Some people were threatened and those things were given up. This is what they do. So it's on us to get our paperwork game right. If somebody is out there and they move in funny style, we gotta let them know. We gotta show it. We gotta let the whole family know. So you know, and I know, and we know. So when the next person comes up, I can say, hey, watch out for those people right there, my sister. And my sister would say, thanks, my brother. I got you. And then my sister can say, hey, brother, you watch out for those funny style people over there. So I say, yes, I got you. And we all move as one. This is why we've been getting our game up. This is why we've been watching it. This is why we've been focusing on it, family. We are all on the game. Yep, Whitney Houston's daughter passed away. And then the dude that they said did it, he passed away. What's that dude's name, y'all? What was the dude's name that was dating Whitney Houston's daughter? What was his name? I forget dude's name. He ended up passing away. And by the way, Whitney Houston's daughter passed away the same way Whitney did. Really? Always some funny style stuff. Always. This is what we're up against. We're up against the people that we see, and then we're up against the shadows. So when you deal with both of those, family, you can already tell. I see, 20. I see right here 270 people in the room. That went quick, didn't it? Marvin Gaye as well. Yep. Yeah, that went real fast. That's a big jump. You ain't lying. That's a big jump. We went from 3 to 270. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Now, y'all seeing 260. I'm seeing 270. They ain't even trying to give us that. Look at them. They know what it is. They know what it is. They know we run it. They know we run it all day, every day. That's what we do. We brag about it. We let them know. Oh, by the way, let me show y'all dude right here. I'm going to show y'all. This is dude right here. This was the executor or whatever. The OJ guy who said they weren't going to get 0. That's the guy right there, you guys. That's him. So let's remember that face, y'all. Let's remember that face. That's the dude right there who basically, so Nick Gordon. Yes, Nick Gordon. Appreciate that, family. Yep, and I think he passed away if I'm not mistaken. Let's be real. Really? Come on, y'all. What a game to be played. What a game to be played, y'all. So, yeah, that right there, family, that's the guy. That's the guy right there. That's the dude who did the flip-flopping, the tap dancing, the two-stepping, y'all. That's him, and we see it. So we are on game. We got our business game right, y'all. We got our money game right. We got our focus strong. We are out here unified. We're galvanized. There's nothing they can do to foundational Black Americans at this point. I don't give a damn who you are. If you're a music exec, if you're a music exec, if you're some janky ass website, nobody can come at foundational Black Americans. We are so focused, we are so strong, and we are moving that way. There's nothing they're going to pull. We learn from the past. We learn from our ancestors. We learn from the elders. We learn from being on code. The code is the leader. The code will not steer us wrong. This is why foundational Black Americans know what we're doing. And the games that they used to play, they will not play on us today. We are so laser focused, family. So laser focused. All my brothers and sisters who are in the political world, they educate us all. All of our brothers and sisters who are in the economic world, they give us all the knowledge. And when you put all of that together, this is what you got. You got all of us. So think about it, fam. Mentally, physically, spiritually, mind, body, and soul, economically, education, enforcement. We got the trifecta across the board. My brothers and sisters, each one teach one. We all do a little. We all do a lot. We are stronger together as a unit, and we're moving as a unit. So the games that they used to play back in the old days, the way they would railroad folks back in the old days, they don't like the fact that we are aware of it. They don't like the fact that they could try to con one of us and we'll lift each other up. They don't like the fact that they can come to us and we can say, you're not going to use my brother or sister. You're not going to throw them under the bus. And we're going to always have each other's back. Our unity, us being on the same page, us being from the same lineage in this FBA family tree, which I always say is stronger than ever, it has the whole world shook. You can't get a foundational Black American if they're 70 years old. You can't get one if they're 17. It doesn't matter, family. We are moving strong. And this strength that we got right now, y'all, is perfect. It starts with picking each other up. If you see a brother and sister who's lacking in something, give it to them. It's all of our job and our duty to represent every honorable brother or sister. It's every person's job to do it. And that's what we're doing. No one had to tell us. We didn't have to sit down and learn it. We didn't have to take no goddamn class. We wake up with that certified foundational Black American spirit every single day, and then we go and put it in action out here in the real world. The public is ours. We love this country. We're from this country. We run this country, and they're seeing it. And this is the game. So they better bow down, family. I will say, if they didn't like FBA yesterday, they're going to hate us tomorrow, y'all. They're going to hate us tomorrow. Checkmate.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hold up. Hold up. Look at that face right there. 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 One more time, right here. One more time, right there. One more time, right there. One more time, right here. Be mad, Karen. Be mad, Ken. Be mad, Billy Bob. Be mad, Jethro. All the little baby Jethros. All the little baby Karens. They kids and they kids and they kids. Certified foundational Black Americans are on code. Certified foundational Black Americans are moving as one. Certified foundational Black Americans know all the games you play. Certified foundational Black Americans got our own games and they way better. So if they didn't like us before, family, they're going to hate us tomorrow. And if they didn't like the way we was moving, they better get used to it because we ain't hitting no U-turns. We ain't spinning this around. This is the new norm. This is what we are on. And we've always been this way. The only difference is, y'all, is that we're doing it in this generation. We're doing it in this time. This era, we don't give a damn. This era, we ain't in our feelings. This era, we in that zone. And that zone cannot be touched.
To find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Ronald Lyle Goldman, a human being, as charged in count 2 of the information.
If you're mad, stay mad. That part, that part, that part, y'all. This is what it is, y'all. This is what it is. It's about certified foundational Black Americans. It's about our generation. It's about our time. It's about taking what belongs to us and letting the whole world know you will not push us down. You will not step over us. You will not disrespect us. It's a new era. And this new era, family, is going to be one that goes down in history as an era that is separate from every single other one before. We stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. Yes, we do. But family, we are new and improved. You may have seen foundational Black Americans, but you never seen them like this. You never seen them like my brothers and sisters in the chat. You never seen it like my brothers and sisters who are going to be in Washington, D.C. All my brothers and sisters all throughout the country at the microphone check documentary screenings. We are coming strong, and we are taking no losses, not in our aim. We are one of a kind. We are special. We are exceptional, and they're going to have to understand that, y'all. This is it. We are moving into a new era. We are moving into a new time frame, and this one will be written in foundational Black American handwriting. They can be mad all they want to. We look at FBA empowerment and down with the system of supremacy. I don't care how it comes. I don't care what face it has. I don't give a damn if it 2 steps or it tap dances. If you are against our lineage, our heritage, and our culture, you are going down. If you hate on our lineage, heritage, and culture, we are putting your ass on the corner and we running you out the paint. It's G-Check time and it's certified season. And with certified season, y'all, you know damn well it wouldn't be right if we didn't send this all the way out right here, y'all. O.J. Simpson, rest in peace. Johnny Cochran, rest in peace. This is our era, family. We learned from the past. And what we're going to do, family, we're going to take it all the way into the future. So they better get used to it because they have no choice in the matter. Y'all, can't wait. It's on now. Family, this is the middle of April. We moving into May. Y'all know June. This whole summer, it's going to be a hot, long summer. But foundational Black Americans are going to win. You know why? Because we always win. We don't know what it's like to lose. Nah, anytime we ever been knocked down, we get back up. We dust ourselves off, and then we give them that work. We are not getting knocked down this time, though. This time it's all about giving the work. This time it's all about stunting, showing off, and doing it in our own fashion. So I want every brother and sister right now listening. I want y'all to smash that like button, and if they try to stop it, do it again. I want y'all to subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Subscribe to everybody in the new Black media. Look out for each other. Watch each other's back. And if you do that, family, then we will get every single thing that belongs to us, every single thing that we deserve, and we run the world. So if you're a certified foundational Black American, I need you guys to all stand all the way up. Give me a certified salute, family, and I cannot wait to catch you guys on the other side. It's been a hell of an episode. We drop receipt after receipt after receipt. They try to mess with our numbers. They try to mess with our facts. They try to mess with everything we got, and they cannot do it. Why? It's because we always come out on top. We always come out independent. We always come out strong. We building, we working, we shining, we grinding. We untouchable, unbreakable, unmatched, and stronger than ever. So they can drop the numbers. We're going to build them right on back up. They can unsubscribe. We're going to subscribe right on back. And they can tell foundational Black Americans that we ain't getting no money, but we going to cash the check, and they're going to run it. So with that said, family, I want you guys to be good. I want you to be safe. I want you to be strong. Peace, love, and blessings. Peace, power, and deliver. Can't wait to catch you guys back next week. And I damn sure can't wait to catch you guys in Washington, D.C. for the rally, because it's going to be monumental, because we are monumental people. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all stay good. And remember always, family, Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. One love.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.